What's up, fam? Welcome to another edition of Hockey Happy Hour. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. Don't you miss a moment.
Let's go! This ain't the puck night, or this game can he stink!
Oh shit!
It's gone!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. We are live on A2DRadio.com. I am Masson Sudi, along with the broken one, Rob Povia.
No matter who you voted for today, Democrat, Republican, we should all support the free OBJ movement. Do it. Do it.
And we welcome you to another edition of the Hockey Happy Hour, a special 7 o'clock start, because these two teams right back here, the Flyers and the Coyotes, are set to do battle pretty much right about now, and me and Rob are going to give you live reactions as it happens. We're also going to, of course, have some stuff we'll talk about in the intermission. There was a lot of stuff that did go down in the NHL, some good, some of it not so good, and we'll touch base on that when the intermission begins. But other than that, though, we welcome you to hopefully one of several live reaction Hockey Happy Hours that are supposed to come up here in the season. Hopefully we'll have a few more of these bad boys for the Flyers as we continue on our Tuesday nights here in A2DRadio.com.
It's about time we got a Tuesday night game.
Yeah. And as always, we are brought to you by Body Check Wellness. You can use the A2D promo code down there, and let me just say something right now. These products are meant for you to have focus and clarity in your life. They are THC-free products, but they also have hemp products as well. The THC-free ones are if you're a little unsure and you want to ease yourself into it, and they're great if you want to diet and you want to help yourself with that. If you want to just get focused in on, say, you got a test coming up and you need to study and you just need to focus in on that, you can focus in on that. If you're editing, you can focus in on that too. No matter what you're doing, these are to help you get your life kind of in order, get the priorities straight, and just help you to just kind of have good, solid clarity moving forward. And you're not, your head's not spinning at 180 degrees every 5 minutes. But anyway, that's Body Check Wellness. Use the A2D code for 25% off of your order. And check it out. It's absolutely worth checking out there and getting some of those products to help your life improve. And let's see here. We've got our poll question, which is sponsored by Body Check Wellness. And the Flyers will beat the Coyotes. Agree or disagree? So, for the fam out there, ball is now in your court. Do you think that the Flyers will beat the winless wonders known as the Arizona Coyotes? Rob, how do you feel tonight?
They fucking better. No. I think so because, Taryn Hatcher was talking about it during the pregame, and I agree with her 100% that the Calgary game was sort of a blessing in disguise. So you don't come in here riding off of a win, would have swept that Western Canada trip, which would have been great. But then it sets up for an easy overlook of a winless Arizona Coyotes team. You're coming off a loss. You want to make a statement, and they're bound for glory. Excuse the pun.
Yeah, so should be a solid game tonight for the Flyers. It was a rough go of it in Calgary. They got no goals, and they did get a few penalties. And Calgary, they were able to put a 4 spot on you with no response. And it's a shame that happened because the Flyers were close to sweeping Western Canada, but well, it is what it is. We still got 4 points out of a possible 6. I'll take that any time that we go on the road. If we got 3 games on it, I'll take that. But take a look at some of what the fam is saying here. John Malmos, hey boys, need these 2 points. As always, you always need as many points as you can get. And Jake Friel saying, what's up, boys? Going to agree with the poll and strongly agree with Pove. Hashtag free OBJ.
Yeah, if you're a fantasy owner, you know what I'm talking about.
And we got Dan chiming in. Hey, fellas, watching along with you on NBC Philadelphia. Well, thank you, Dan. Pleasure to have you.
Absolutely. Danny out there in Vancouver land, I like it, man. He's a guy that kind of ribs you, but, he's a good dude. Definitely been chatting with him. Definitely appreciate you commenting in and chiming in every week, Dan. And, it's much to my surprise, that was the loss that I had scheduled for the Western Canada trip, being to Vancouver. But, man, that Calgary team, one of the hottest, if not the hottest teams in hockey, riding a hot goaltender.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at the end of the day, though, I think in a way kind of saw it coming because in Vancouver we did win, but it was kind of an ugly win. Vancouver did have a lot of time in the Flyers zone. Flyers did win it, but it was mostly because Jones was phenomenal in net, so it was an ugly win. So when you have that and then you go into Calgary on a long trip, it was kind of like, oh boy, they're getting tired. That's not good. And now they got to play Calgary. And hey, but you know what, though? Again, they gave Edmonton their first loss. That's always something nice to see. And then they beat Vancouver. They went tit for tat with them on the season series. That's over with. And now you face off with Calgary. You take a loss, but you know what? That's okay. It's okay. You just take the receipt and you give it back to them when they come to Philadelphia later on in the year.
Right.
That's the beauty of Western Conference teams.
Absolutely. And yeah, that fuel tank was on empty there, man. They were riding fumes against Calgary, and they showed them what's what. But hey, looking at the positives, I think that game against Edmonton got to be the game of the year so far. A+ effort, got great goaltending in all 3 games. You mentioned Marty Jones in the middle game there, really showing that he could be that complement to Carter Hart. And now as we begin puck drop here for the Coyotes versus the Flyers, just dropped now at 7:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This marks the first game for old friend Shane Gostisbehere back at the Wells Fargo. What do you expect to see from Shane tonight, Maddie?
Oh, Shane's going to play as best as he can. I think he wants to make a strong impression to the Coyotes, and he wants to, of course, the old, why'd you guys get rid of me deal, So I expect him to play as best he can here tonight. It will be weird, though, because the Coyotes, even though he's had a lot of points to his name and he's leading the team, still, Coyotes have not had the results that they've been looking for, and it's been a rather struggling, well, actually no team struggled more than the Coyotes to get anything going. But that's what happens when you trade away a lot of your top players, but a great chance for the Coyotes there. Luckily, Provorov was able to interrupt that.
Yeah, it's still down Ryan Ellis. Yeah, it's still out with that upper body injury. Didn't have a setback according to AB, but a little surprised we haven't seen him yet, Maddie. Maybe it's a little worse than they're letting on.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I hope not. I would hate to see that be the case. Phil Kessel's got a great chance. Luckily, a good interruption there and a cover by Carter Hart. Braun got involved in that, so good hustle back by Braun.
Who has been filling very well in, for Ellis on that top line. Been one of the better defenders, which was a bit of a surprise because he was struggling in that same role this time last year, Maddie.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And, I will say this, though, that Braun, at times, can he be a body on the ice? Yes, sometimes. But other times he does show. It's like this is why he was very good on the Sharks. This is why the Flyers decided to take a chance and bring him in. And he's done that on an occasion where he's really shown that, yeah, he still's got those skills as a D-man.
Come on, get that fucking puck.
Yeah, I know. That's lazy effort there in the defensive zone, leading to an opportunity for the Coyotes here. Got to get on those pucks and got to win those battles. Hart's just going to cover it up and settle things down. Smart move on Hart's part, make sure that the Coyotes get no momentum there.
Yeah, he was sensing it, and you got to have that sense between the pipes. Another noteworthy thing about tonight, we see Sean Couturier playing his 700th game for the Orange and Black, which is 12th all-time for the Philadelphia Flyers. I believe he's about 53 away from legendary Gary Dornhoff for 11th. You know, definitely a noteworthy thing for tonight, Maddie.
Yeah, absolutely. And Pris was saying, what the hell, is the show starting early today? Yes, Pris. We're doing live reactions to the Coyotes and the Flyers, and we decided to go right as the game started. And right now, Flyers still having trouble getting set up offensively, which, you know, is very, very bad when you're doing this to a winless team. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yes, the Coyotes are winless, but the effort's been there. So that's one thing to know. It's not like the Coyotes are rolling into this game not giving a shit. They actually are trying. It's just they don't have the talent to get it done. That's the problem for them at the end of the day.
Absolutely, man. And you see them coming out here full of hellfire and brimstone, pressing the action. Not a surprise, a team that comes in with a lower talented roster. That's how you got to try to do it. Maybe to get up 1-0, 2-0 quick and ride a defensive game on from there. We'll see how long this rush begins. We'll see if the Flyers can stabilize from it as they begin this odd man rush now, 3-on-2.
Yeah, hopefully they can get something going. Shot, save made. Now, I'm not sure who's in net for the Coyotes tonight because I know that they have a couple of prospects that they actually have thrown into the net. They don't have I guess what you would call an NHL-ready goaltender, but as they say, as it was last year, it was Darcy Kemper who was in net for them, but he is no longer there.
No, get it. Yeah, for the Coyotes tonight, I mean, of course, for the Flyers, we've got Carter Hart in there going against I'm going to try, Maddie. I'm going to really try this pronunciation. Carl Vejmeleka? No, that's not right. Veghead? Veghead? No. Vejmeleka.
Yes, I think that it's a Velmaleka. I think that's how you. Yes, I believe that's how you say.
Like from Scooby-Doo? Is that what
Okay, that makes sense because he has been starting in a lot of Arizona's games, so obviously he's the one that they like. So,
yeah.
But
and Shayna Gostisbehere leading the team with points. That's the good news. The bad news is that's only 5 points. So
yeah. And the thing is too, this is a team with Phil Kessel on it too. So that's the other thing to be noted as well. It's like Phil Kessel's not even leading the team in points, and it's only 5 that leads. So like you were saying.
Yeah, they're not showing strong pressure up front. I mean, we're seeing it so far in this game, but now you see the Flyers are starting to stabilize level of play here.
Yeah. As long as they, good cutoff there on the puck. Got to win the board battle here. All right, they do. Now and a sloppy play there. That's a sloppy pass.
Yeah, man, it's carrying over from last year a little bit. The sloppy turnovers in the defensive zone, especially from Provorov, man. He's really got to start carrying the puck out more instead of trying to make that crisp pass because he's just not doing it.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, but I think a lot of that too is I think he might be feeling a little bit of the jitters knowing that Ellis isn't there. That might be something going on there, possibly in his head. Because, you've been practicing with Ellis. You've been getting along with Ellis. You've been getting to know Ellis. And Ellis is now out for a period of time. So it's a chance for the young man to develop and realize, hey, listen, sometimes that's going to happen. Sometimes your defensive partner is not going to be there because he's going to suffer injuries. And here's a good chance. And one too many passes.
I like the pass into the slot there. That was just a good defensive play. One of their forwards back checking there. Pressure. But I hear you. You want to get the puck on net as soon as possible, man. I don't want to argue with you or defeat your point, but I like passing in the slot there, getting into a shooter's frame of mind. Oof. Sanheim rockets it over the crossbar.
Yeah. Wayne Miller said, got to have this one. Can't lose to Arizona. Louis Ortega saying, let's go Flyers. Dan said, I disagree with the question. Of course you do, Dan. We wouldn't expect anything less.
Boo this man. Boo.
And Dan saying, since I'm streaming, what minute you got? I don't know how far I'm behind versus cable. We're at the 14-minute mark.
Let's see.
And let's see. Anthony said, did anyone see Giroux on the ice, or is he hanging out with Ben Simmons on the exercise room waiting for their contract to come up? That's a little harsh, Anthony. Giroux is definitely not a Ben Simmons. Uh-oh.
And he's been
Good
playing
save.
well this year, too. Really shooting the puck more, getting more pucks to find the back of the net. Going to be seeing a slightly different position tonight on the power play, which I like, where they're moving Cam Atkinson to that number one power play unit. Having two right-handed shots on there, you may see Drew play more the right side. We've seen this from time to time, as opposed to his normal riding the boards on the left side boards there. I like it. Puts him more in a shooting, opposite frame of mind. And, honestly, I think it's going to promote more goal scoring, not only from Cam Atkinson, but Claude Giroux as well. So we'll have to see how that transpires on their first power play opportunity tonight.
Yeah. Right now it was icing on the Flyers. The Coyotes did win the faceoff. Flyers are trying to check them along the boards. Coyotes, though, do get it out to the other side.
Surprising win there, too. Flyers being one of, if not the best faceoff team in the NHL. Coyotes being on the opposite end of that spectrum.
And Pete saying, yo, fam, what's up, Pete? He's saying, are they jerseys or sweaters? And, what a chance. What a chance by the Flyers, but it just went wide. Oh, God damn it.
Gotta hit the net.
I know. Malkovich was way out of position.
I'm a mess during Flyers games.
Yeah, that was a great chance. Way out of position, and yet couldn't take advantage of that. Shot, and that one tipped wide.
Maybe I could pause it a second or two, because I think I'm like a second or two ahead of you.
Yeah, I think so. But I think that's common. Like, I think that's always been the case. Like, when we do these for some reason.
I'm usually behind you, and I don't like it.
Yeah. That might be taken the wrong way. And Pete's saying, are they jerseys or sweaters? They're both. As we all know, when you're putting on the jersey, it's not really the jersey, you're putting on the sweater. Right. Dan's saying, I'm like a minute behind.
Gotcha.
And
I like this, them wearing still the retro look from last year, but the mostly black with orange striping and numbering on the mid arm there. I'm a really big fan of I just like black jerseys, and you got it right behind you there.
Yeah, I got this one because I wanted to get a Carter Hart jersey, and that just happened. It showed up. It arrived on my doorstep the day that Carter Hart won against the Islanders, and it was in the island. And Carter Hart made a fantastic save to make sure we won that game because Oscar Lindblom had just given us the lead. So it's last year. It was one of the few bright spots. Not much else to say.
I'm with you, Louie. They're going to get you a win tonight, and they almost had a 1-0 lead right there. I want to correct myself. They did not miss the net on that 2-on-1 opportunity. Lindblom with a nice shot to the inner post, skate save by, the guy's name that you pronounced earlier before. It was a fine shot. Lindblom's looking better and better each game.
No, I do agree. I think Lindblom's starting to kind of get that feel back in his legs on as a player, and that's good. I want to see him get some opportunities and get some goals this year, and get some big opportunities to go in.
Yeah, we saw it in camp. And it's translating.
True. Anthony's saying, is Voracek playing in the NHL? He is. He's playing back in Columbus.
Still leading the world in assists, but no goals. So far, that's been a nice trade. For the Flyers. You wanted to get a guy that's going to shoot more, put up more goals, and, man, Cam has come as advertised.
Yes, he has. And Anthony's saying, Matt, you're a Pens fan, so your jerseys don't count. He'll never let me live down that draft when I was just trying to put together a great team.
Nah, Matty is the furthest thing from a Penguins fan. That's for sure. Friend of the show, Mikey K. Yeah, no, and he's a good Pens. He's a quality Pens fan.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know what I mean, obviously hosted the show for many years, so you know that's the guy you want to call out there, Anthony. Not my man Matty here.
But I do love how he and they did give a tribute to Ghost, which is nice to see. It's good to see that Philly did that for him because he was on the Flyers for a little while. You know, it wasn't just a cup of coffee.
Yeah, exactly, man. What, 5 seasons solid? So I mean.
And of course, the Coyotes, they did bring back their Chiquayan jerseys, or the Chiquino jerseys, actually, which were awesome. And they're, I have the black one, and this is Jeremy Roenick over here. But I would say, man, it would be kind of cool if, I always like that white one. I don't know why. That white one is really cool. Not to knock the black one. I still loved it all the same because the jerseys have always been pretty awesome. But, the Coyotes got the ugliest logo ever. I wouldn't say that. I think it's a cool logo in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I like the darker one, to be honest with the one that you got behind you. I mean, both are pretty cool, though. I mean, there's definitely some worse ones out there. That's for sure. We saw them last year in the retro ways. Yeah, Ronick. And a player we can agree on, Priz.
Oh, yeah. Had some good years with Philadelphia. And, yes, he did play for the Coyotes. He was actually the captain of the Coyotes at one point, too.
Yeah.
And, that one just went a little wide.
Yeah.
Well, they're getting some shots down on the pike. Just, unfortunately, they're going wide. They just got to get a couple of them on net. Well, they did get the one with, like you said, Lindblom, but
still, I like they're starting to shift the pressure down to the Coyotes' end of the ice. Showing good puck movement. Bound. One of these shots are going to be bound to hit behind the net there, the back of the net there.
And we're going back there to
take away.
Yeah. Got it behind the net now. Centered, and I don't think it got there. And Chance tried to stream around the D-man, couldn't.
Damn it, now I'm behind you again. How'd that happen? Yeah, 10-4 shots on goal in favor of the Flyers. Really, like after that early pressure from the Coyotes, showing a good response here.
2-on-1. All right, luckily the Flyers got back defensively, so that stopped that from happening. All right, good. Oh, good save, Hart. Grabbed it with the glove.
Yeah, man. Left-handed larceny right there. No, not quite. Solid save, though. Solid save. Risto showing his warrior-like level, clearing the porch there, which is something that Carter Hart did not have last season. Talk about a guy caught, yeah, there's the save right there I was referring to, Matty.
Yeah, with the skate
shot. Farabee now with a strong shot, too, there. Yeah, I mean, Ristolainen, taking a puck to the face, showing that he's a typical hockey player. He's back in there in the very next game, but this quality guys you want on this team, the Warriors, they're going to put their body on the line. Something that this team's been missing for a little bit, and certainly what Risto brings to the game.
Yeah, I do agree on that one. And let's see here, Dan's saying, why are the Flyers called like that? And what do you mean, like JJ and Jonesy there who are doing the game tonight? Or is there something that he's saying? Because unfortunately, we have to put the game on mute because we don't want the NHL to come and copyright us and take us off the air. So we have to keep it on mute. Let's see here. Greg saying, what's up, fellas? Live action talk. What's up, Greg?
Yeah.
Saying, I agree to the poll. We damn well better with our up-and-coming schedule. That is true. This Thursday, Flyers, they get to open up the Battle of Pennsylvania. So big game coming up for the Flyers this weekend. It is not in Philadelphia. It is in Pittsburgh. Not that has always been a bad thing for Philly, but still, you kind of want to, start off the Battle of PA properly, and you want to win in their building so you can make them uncomfortable at home.
Absolutely. And going back to Dan, in case he was asking why are the Flyers or the Philadelphia hockey team called the Flyers, that's that. Yeah, exactly. That's why I kind of thought he might have been going with that. Just in lieu of a lot of the Philly International Airport is only a few exits down away from the stadiums, so a lot of airplay. They also have military in the area, both on the Philadelphia as well as Pennsylvania as well as New Jersey side. So kind of paying homage to the fighters, to the Air Force there. So Philadelphia Flyers. There you go.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
There's also one other, I believe that this has never been confirmed, but there might be where when Ed Snyder was thinking of a team, one of his family members suggested, well, the players, when they're on their skates, it's like they're flying down the ice.
Ooh.
And so, therefore, they called them the Flyers because of
I've heard
reason.
that. Yeah, I've heard that as well. That could be true. That definitely could be true. Be true. It also could be based on the immense amounts of cocaine,
that the 70s provided to everybody. It was the era of disco, after all.
Truth be told.
Oh, no, wait a minute. I'm sorry, 60s. But still, it's all the same. Whether it's weed or it's cocaine, sometimes you get a little delusional every once in a while. Sometimes. You've seen that movie, Dazed and Confused, right?
Once or twice. All right.
As Anthony's saying, I am surprised Ben Simmons is not at the Flyers game with his IG models since the Sixers gave him free money. I don't think Ben Simmons wants to go to a Flyers game. I think Ben Simmons would just rather go with the IG models back to the house and just not fucking bother going out.
Now that would have been more likely at the Phillies games, I think, than the Flyers games, because there's some ruffians in this crowd. You might get
And they tried to wrap around there. Luckily, Flyers defense was able to stop that from being stuffed in. So far, Flyers defense is really knocking away a lot of secondary chances for the Coyotes, which is good to see. Anytime they're getting some offense, that would have been a great break.
You're seeing JVR skating well, really, really playing that 200-foot game. Wow, I mean, talk about a guy that, I believe, 35 now, Maddie?
Yeah.
JVR.
Yeah.
And he's actually faster now than when we had him the first time. He's really worked hard to, really work on the technique of skating and improving the speed that way, and really getting back on his defensive assignments, playing a strong season so far, on the young season. And, after sitting being a healthy scratch for 2 games, you see, Nicholas Aube-Kubel back in the lineup, showing a little fire there, showing, a little oomph, trying to keep his name on the starting lineup.
Yeah. Anthony's saying JVR's brother is with the Reading Royals. Interesting. And then Prism saying Farabee went cold on me. What happened? It's all right. Calm down. Relax. Farabee, he'll get back on the horse.
Still getting his shots, as we saw tonight so far. Eventually they'll go in for you, Priz. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's not giving up.
Yeah.
Also, I think.
And first of all, how many Van Riemsdykes are there out there? Because I mean, we got Trevor Van Riemsdyk in the league as well, man. Papa, Mama, JV or VR, I'll just call them, doing their job, doing it well.
Yeah. Making sure the family has a nice lineage.
Yeah.
And let's see here. So right now, Coyotes getting a little bit of sustained pressure. Flyers trying to break it up. Still couldn't get it out of the zone. Goes back into the dirty area. And the Flyers did not get called for what looked like would have been a slash. So that's good news.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the stick get knocked out of his hands. Surprising that wasn't called, especially how tight they're calling it so far this year, both slashing and cross-checking.
Yeah. Dan saying, in the Battle of Pennsylvania, if the Flyers lose to the Pens, are the Flyers going to cry sexual assault? I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure. It does feel skeevy after you freaking, you feel like taking a shower after seeing the Flyers lose to the Pens. It definitely makes you feel filthy.
Since the last shots check-in, Arizona has had 6 to the Flyers 0, tied at 10-10 now in shots.
Ooh, all right, yeah, that's not good. You don't want to give the Arizona Coyotes any kind of life. You want to try and control the flow of the game, and if that's the case, then they're not controlling it; they're chasing it.
Yeah, last few minutes that's been the case. Been a couple loose rebounds there around Hart. I'd like to see him corral some of those, eliminate second chance opportunities.
True. And Flyers did get an icing call on the Coyotes, so they'll get an offensive draw here.
Let's go.
And more saying, hey, boys, wanted to jump on quick. Currently suffering side effects from booster and flu shots. Oh, I advise not to do these both at the same time, even though the CDC says, okay, go Fly Guys. Well, Laura, good luck to you and all that. And grabbing that booster and grabbing that flu shot at the same time, that's bravery right there.
Yeah, my sister did the same, and I was like, "What are you doing?" Didn't spread it out a little bit, but hopefully it'll be short-lived. It was short-lived for her more, so hopefully be back on your feet tomorrow morning, feeling good.
And Arizona trying to press back into the Flyers zone. They do get it. And Flyers trying to get to this puck. They can't because it's just rattling around. Big check right there. And walking it in. Oh, that was dangerous. Luckily, and that's a trip. And it got called. Good.
Yes. Better get called. Yeah, you saw him having the sauce right there with the defender going down after the hit on Yandel on the corner boards there, which I didn't like one bit. But yeah, from him having the saucer pass there, the puck skipped right over the forward stick. Couldn't get it on that. Luckily, the Flyers took control, and they showed what I was just about to say. Is that when you're on that 1 foot area from the blue line, you got to start showing a little more confidence with the puck. You see a lot of skittishness right there. And on that trip, you saw a confident move, striding it out of the zone. You get a penalty. So good things happen, whether you successfully clear the zone or warrant a penalty on the opposing team. Play with confidence, boys. It's the Coyotes. Come on.
Absolutely. Benny Station, what's up, boys? What's up, Benny?
What up, Benny?
We're also saying agree to the poll question. And David said, I want the Coyotes to win. Well, we would expect nothing less from you, David. And
we'll let that one slide.
And Eileen saying, good evening, gentlemen. How are you all doing this fine evening? Oh, we're doing fine. Just giving some live reactions to the Flyers and the Coyotes. And John saying, I'm hell no. Booster and flu shots crazy. And Eileen saying, agree to the poll. Go orange and black. Nice.
Yeah, it's 2 points. As some of our intelligent fans have been chiming in. It definitely, let's not skim over that point. These don't want to look past these lower brow teams, as the Flyers team has been guilty of in the past. And we began the show. I was talking about a point Taryn Hatcher made, that it was almost a blessing in disguise coming in off that Calgary loss, putting out an A+ effort here, not to take 2 in the loss column consecutively here.
Wow. They just shown the Iron Man streaks going on. Phil Kessel's at 9-10, so he's tied with Patrick Marleau, just a 4 behind Gary Unger of Atlanta Flames fame. And meanwhile, the Keith Yandel is currently at a nice high number of, I believe it was 130. I think that was I forget what that number was. Damn it. Whatever. Anyway,
most consecutive games played.
Yes.
930.
I thought that was
it. 34 behind Doug Jarvis now of the Whale.
So Flyers now on their power play. Takes a shot and rebound. Oh, that was a good save. Damn it. Novak's making a good couple of saves there. Provy's got it back, though. Kept it in. That's good. And that one did not go well. All right, back to Provy we go. And Coots, Provy again. And back to Provy for the 50th time.
Mm-mm.
And that was a really good read on the defensive side there. They saw it going to connect me. And there's a shot! Oh, and it went wide. Damn it. And come on. Come on, boys.
Especially that's 89. They have Cam in front of the net. That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
I mean, we have Drew playing the right side, which I like. Here, now he's creeping out. Yeah. That's what you want. That's what you want. You want Cam and Drew on each by each post.
Yes.
This is
I
a nice
agree.
setup here.
Oh, damn it. The puck didn't get to him. Oh, the puck did not get to him. Cam was in the right place and just never got there.
Yeah, see, Couturier could do so many things. You know, he can slide into the high slide. He could ride the sideboards if they're playing the perimeter pass game there. I like this move by AB. I think it's gonna. I mean, we're not seeing the results here on this first power play, but I like the setup.
Yeah, and we should definitely score on our power play because this is the last place penalty kill in the entire league as that stat just showed up. Oh, boy. Here comes the Coyotes. And good passing play. Saved by Hart.
I'm still trying to forget. I'm trying to figure out how you got ahead of me. You were behind me. I'm live now. You played the rewind fast forward game on me and Maddie? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe. I don't know.
Hey,
yeah,
like
let's
if you
see.
squared the shooter there by Hart.
Yep. Hart wearing his white mask tonight, having the AC/DC themed one, so I am totally down with that.
Yes.
I do like that. Hart actually has masks for each jersey. The black jersey for when he wears the white one, and the white one when he wears the black jersey. That's always kind of cool. That he has like different goalie masks for it, and he does try to theme it. But let's see here. So the Flyers do win that board battle, and they good work trying to get that out on the blue line. They couldn't though. Oh, actually they did. Offsides. Okay. All right, that was a good, they worked it out, and now they caused an offside. So I'm fine with that. They didn't let them get any momentum there. Oh, that was so close.
Oh, off the crossbar. I thought it was off the crossbar, too.
Oh, that sucks. He just got enough of it with his shoulder, and it went into the crossbar. And Invincible Food Heart Mass saying zone, 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 ash, ash, ash. We are road over fall down. Ha ha ha. And he also says flyer win win. Or flyer fly win. And Dan saying flaming hot Cheetos aren't actually that spicy.
No comment on that one based on our pre-show talk. Shut your mouth, man.
Prism saying, who has more heart? Who has more heart has masks to match his outfits, or SJP who has shoes to match his jerseys? That's a very good question, actually. I'm not sure. Oh, God. The puck was right behind the net after dangerous situation there in front of the net. Phil Kessel tried to center it. Luckily, the Flyers had a lot of numbers up there.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was a nasty hit. And he didn't even mean to do it that badly. He was actually checking on Konechny after that.
Yeah, that was good, though. That was good by Konechny. He avoided the brunt of it, but still showed the ramifications of it. Not embellishing. You know what I mean? Showing what, trying to get the refs to look.
Yeah. And Prism saying, where is Brian? Brian is spending time with his sister. So he's having some good quality family time, which is always very important in the world. You only always want to spend time with the ones you love. You don't know how much time you have with them, so spend it well.
Truth. Yeah. Visit them down in the new digs there in the Carolinas.
And let's see, your Flyers getting a little bit of pressure here. Can they actually get a shot on net? Would be nice. Oh, they got it into the slot, and nobody was able to get to it but the Coyotes. All right. And they're just going to go for a change. Yeah, so...
Well, I mean, that's been the issue, Matty. I mean, you're seeing teams, blocking a fair amount of shots, but not certainly to the level that the Flyers have been. A lot of their missed shots, are not due to blocks. They're due to missing the net, plain and simple. So, we've seen that a little better here. You want to see that a little bit more, especially against a struggling Coyotes team looking for their first win.
Yeah. Let's see here. Jesse going on to say, "What's up, guys? Been insanely busy with school. Haven't had much time for anything." Well, we thank you for joining us tonight, Jesse. Hopefully school's going well for you.
Indeed. Yeah, man, it's cool. What's beautiful is you miss a show, you can always go back, check us out, in the archives here on YouTube. Ooh, I thought that got behind Carter.
Yeah, me too.
It may have. Did that ring off the post?
It looked like it might have hit off the post and went right back under him.
Yeah, lucky that not to go off his back, and then that we've seen a couple of those goals recently. Little late flurry there by the Coyotes. They're still playing. I mean, Chikrin's a good player.
No, that's true.
In this league, he's not going to lie down.
No, that's true. His stats may not be reflecting it right now, but he is one of the better players that the Coyotes have.
Indeed. I'm still here, Maddie. I'm still here with you.
And Prism saying, like I said, Carolina people only like three things. Oh, God. Dan saying, wow, didn't realize that Matt giggles like a little girl. Well, the Flyers are playing, so of course I'm going to giggle like a schoolgirl. I mean, what else am I supposed to do, goddammit? And Prism saying, 1, NASCAR, 2, barbecue, 3, and he's just going to leave it at that. All right, Prism. Try to be classy here.
Loose women.
I was going to say moonshine, but Anyway. All right, so the first period is over. It is scoreless. The Flyers had a few opportunities, but the Coyotes had a good amount. Flyers were chasing the game a little too much in that period. Did not like that at all. Flyers need to get better control over this game right now because they're allowing the Coyotes to have one too many opportunities. Hart has come up big and made some big saves here and there. That last flurry, that one shot, me and Rob, we're thinking it might have gotten by him and may have hit the post and came back out. But we'll have to see on a closer angle whether or not that's true or not. But still, if that's the case, Coyotes got very, very close to going up 1-0 towards the end of that first period, and that would not be a good thing to see that happen.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, got a little luck there, but a lot of times that means you're in proper position.
Yeah,
where all they had was a look at the goal post there.
Absolutely. And meanwhile, we got Jesse saying, it's okay. Feels like I studied 10 hours a day and having a steady diet of ramen. Brook student soup.
Hear that, man.
Hey, listen, man. Ramen is a lifesaver sometimes when you ain't got no damn money. You're just like, oh, man, I only got like $2. Oh, a ramen pack's only 99 cents. Dinner! Yes!
No doubt about it. But yeah, we finished this first period. And we look at the shots on goal, 13 apiece, face-off 50% apiece. Flyers 0 for 1 on the power play, 9 hits to Arizona's 8, 6 block shots to Arizona's 5, 3 giveaways to Arizona's 1, and Arizona with a 3-0 lead in takeaways here in the first period. It's certainly a game that, I don't think they're playing down. I think Arizona's coming out and they're trying to get that first win in the score sheet. They're really trying to get those first 2 points on the season, at least in the win column. And, Flyers got to play hard. They got to come out in a second period. That's been their bugaboo this year. They have been getting outshot like crazy in the second period, and it has not been fun one iota. So hopefully they can come out with a strong effort here in the second period. I wanted to get real quick, Maddie, a couple things around the league since we have a little break in the action. First thing I'll talk about, because I have a little bit easier access to it right now because the NHL app is acting fucking screwy on me, is Adam Fox. The Rangers extended him to a 7-year, $66.5 million contract. Won the Norris Trophy as the best defenseman last year, and I think it was a foregone conclusion that the Rangers were going to lock him up. What do you think about the deal? Do you think they got him on the cheap for 7 years, 66 and a half, or was that adequate value for Adam Fox?
How much a year again?
It's 66.5 million for, I believe I said 7 years there.
Okay, then. I think that's fine. He's a world-class talent that they have on that team. We're not really there's no question about what he brings. I think he's fine. I think that's a fine deal for the Rangers. He's definitely worth the price. He brings a lot to that defensive unit for Adam Fox, and I really don't have a problem. And Benny's saying it's 9.5 mil a year.
Right.
I mean,
quick math. Nice.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I have no issue with that because you know what? You're going to pay for, you're going to pay a lot for your younger talents that, are clearly showing signs of being all-star caliber. Yeah. So I'm really not surprised that it ended up being as high as the price as it was. So, yeah, I don't really have an issue with it. I think the Rangers did what they had to do there to lock him up long term.
I think it's very friendly for the Rangers. I think it shows that Adam Fox wants to bolster this team in a winning. Yeah, it is Rangers versus Canucks tonight. The AV Bowl, as they used to call it. No. Funny enough, he's here in Philly now. But, I think they got him on the cheap. I would have expected over $10 million a year. For a guy coming off a Norris Trophy season. Young player, has been a cornerstone, along with the other young defenseman. What's his name? Is it Kieran? No. It eluded me right now. But anyway, I think in terms of the deal, I think it shows that they really want to promote this team to win and win now.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Jesse's saying, so far I've loved all the moves Fletcher has done, with Risto being the only exception. Never liked his game. So, and then...
Keandre Miller, that's what I was thinking of.
Keandre Miller, gotcha. And Jesse, you agree, Risto has been poor around the net and is terrible with the puck in or near his skates.
We must not be watching the same game.
I think Risto has not been bad. I don't think he's been bad at all. I think, honestly, his job is to lay down the body. His job is to clear out the porch, which is what he's been doing. It's right. Can his puck handling skills be a little bit better? Yes, but you can work on that in practice, and you can get better at it as it goes along. It's not something that you can panic over immediately. And I get why. I get it. Analytics did not show Risto to be much value, but I still say analytics do not say everything. It doesn't tell you about how shitty the Buffalo Sabres organization truly is. Well, they do, but it doesn't equivalent to the fact that a player who has talent and has ability or has a certain skill set that you need on a team, sometimes it comes to the point where they're on a bad team with a team that gets no proper system in place. Shit's going to happen, and you're not going to do all that well. But with that, so we will now address the sad part that we have to. And you say, Pove, you are not allowed to differ from me. We are over. But
we'll agree to disagree, man. That's the whole point of the platform.
That's true. That's true. That's what A2D stands for. So, unfortunately, to talk about the bad stuff, and it's shitty that we got to talk about it, but we have to. Joe Quenneville does resign as the Florida Panthers head coach, and which no one really is protesting. He had to resign. And Cheveldayoff got nothing. He was allowed to stay on as the GM of the Jets. And the excuse is that he was lower in the organization and that he thought upper management was going to do something about it. What? That's your fucking excuse? That's a lame fucking excuse. And then...
pretty much.
Yeah, Bettman's offering no more punishments to the Blackhawks, and he came out and said he thinks the NHL handled this fine. Sure, okay. So now when a hockey fan if you ever get into an argument with another hockey fan that says, well, the NHL is a better league at handling these kind of things than the NFL, the NBA, and the MLB, you can officially tell them to fuck right off because they are not. The NHL proves they are terrible at handling things like this. That Gary Bettman is a fucking piece of shit for not handling this the way he should have. You know, it's just amazing how the obvious fucking answer is right there. What's up, Wills? The answer is right there in front of you for punishments for the Blackhawks and punishments for the people who were involved in keeping this hush-hush. And if you want to find the players, go ahead. If you don't want to find them, fine, whatever. My point is, though, is that there wasn't proper punishment. You went hard on the Coyotes, and when they did that combine shit, which was just a stupid mistake on their part, you're thinking, how could somebody be that fucking stupid and not do it properly? But you punish them by taking away their draft picks. And then on top of that, you punish the Devils for that long-term deal they put Kovalchuk to and took several draft picks away from them. You banished Slava Voinov, as you should have, for beating up his girlfriend. And then on top of that as well, you attacked the Vancouver Canucks because they wanted to try and dump some of the salary on Roberto Luongo's contract and keep some of it so they could send him to Florida so that they could start rebuilding. So, again, it's one of those things where you have punished teams for pissy-ass bullshit and a serious issue in LA, yet you have not punishing something like this? That is fucking reprehensible. Like, that is absolutely... Where is the fucking transparency here? Where is that fucking even playing field and treating every team the same? What? Is it because they're an original six team? They're a made man, so to speak, so they can get away with whatever the fuck they want? So from now on, this is what this sends. This means the Bruins can have a sexual scandal, the Rangers can, the Red Wings can, the Maple Leafs and the Canadians can, because the Blackhawks did it and they got very little punishment out of it. That's what that sends. That doesn't send a message of proper. And Bettman says this is a wake-up call to the other teams. That ain't a wake-up call to shit. $2 million is nothing. It's an original six team. Me speaking right now, they made up that. And it just does not send a good message to the rest of the league. And it doesn't send a good message for the sport, for the league in general. It's like, so you can't handle a sex scandal, but you can, over pissy-ass contract shit, you are like a goddamn Nazi over this crap. So it's like, what the fuck? You know, like, again, total lack of transparency, total lack of even playing field. This is a terrible, terrible play this is a terrible look for the NHL, not just a terrible look for the Blackhawks. And from now on, I feel bad for two people, the victims, and I feel bad for the fans of the Blackhawks. Because now, from ever on and ever, there are going to be people that are going to troll them and say, yeah, you guys won 3 cups, but you covered up a sex scandal while you did it. And basically, they took the cups away from the fans. They physically didn't, but they still took it in kind of a symbolic way, because it's like, how can you feel good when you see... I mean, I would never feel good about it as a Flyers fan, but at the same token, though, as just a person, how can you feel good about seeing Patrick Kane score that OT winner in 2010, knowing he probably knew about this, knowing that there were guys making jokes about this shit in the locker room, knowing the fact that the organization covered that shit up, and they went on to win a cup because Joe Quenneville was scared that it would ruin team chemistry and they were close to winning a cup. Like, how can you feel good about that now? That's just as bad. Well, it's not as bad as the victims, but it's pretty damn insulting to the fans. That's a slap right into the face of all of them to say, like, oh, yeah, we did this horrible thing, but we won you 3 cups. Are you happy? No, I wouldn't be. If the Flyers did this, I'd feel appalled. I'd be like, God damn it, you took away the one thing that I would have been so happy for you guys to deliver to me. You took that away. Like, that is unforgivable from the Blackhawks organization, just as much as covering it up in the first place and allowing for this predator to do the same thing on a high school student.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because you didn't say something then you had another person's life marred, if not ruined, especially at a younger age. I mean, listening, putting a name to the John Doe face in that interview and hearing, playing over in Germany, what he has to still go through and the mental blocks and how upset he got. I mean, it's terrible, Maddie. And in a large part, we talked about this last week. I absolutely agree with you. What I will say, what I did like from the Chicago Blackhawks organization and how they reached out to both the Hockey Hall of Fame as well as the NHL as a whole and requested that video coach Brad Aldrich be removed because his name's actually on the cup right now, and it shouldn't be. So I did like that move. In terms of the money, Maddie, unfortunately, in this scenario, unlike those other examples you gave that involved money and potential money lost out of tax for the league, that's when there's a heavy hand, when there's money involved, right? Not when players' livelihood, and still you might have the old boys club saying, oh, you know, he's weak, that I got hazed like that. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. You know what I mean? It should never go, shouldn't even come an iota close to that. I don't even want to rehash what we talked about last week. Like, you want to hear what I thought about that? Go back to last week's show. But what I will say is that I did like the Blackhawks reaching out to the league to have that jerk-off name removed from the top. And I applaud that. And it's all about how you move forward here, you know, and hopefully you can move forward powerfully. And, you know, while you're at it, if you just want to give the Flyers the 2010 Cup as a whole, I'm not going to fight you on it. So we'll see how that goes. But obviously, I think it's a black eye, and it shows that, yeah, this league is no better or no worse than other leagues that you know don't consider the victims. You know what I mean? In their ruling, and you know, I guess you just got to try to move on, you know, from here, and hope that this nonsense gets cut out.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, I mean, I just, you know, I did not like the way that the NHL handled this, and it's been bothering me ever since I heard the news, and I've been seeing it. I've been following guys who do hockey on YouTube. They've been talking about it, and they've been telling some details about it. And it's just, it makes me more and more sick because it's like, this is about as poor as an NFL team handling this. This is about as poor as any other league that's ever had to handle a sex issue outside of the game. It's not been handled well in most leagues, and it wasn't handled well here either. So again, if you think that the NHL is different from any of the other leagues, you're wrong. The NHL is very much like the other leagues because this is a perfect example of them handling something they should have been able to handle better and could have set an example for the other leagues and did not.
Well,
and
Maddie, if you're just discovering this now, I don't know where you've been. I mean, this league has all been about money as much as the other four.
Well, I get that. It's just that one of those things of we've seen that the NHL has always tried to put itself as a better standard of, yes, we're about money, but we do take these issues seriously. I mean, a perfect example, Slava Voynov getting banned from life pretty much from the NHL because of the issue with him beating up his girlfriend. You know, that's not something you would see an NFL player not get banned for life. You know, he would get banned for 3 games and he'll come back. You know, and that's just an example of, you know, how the NHL was handling things better. And yes, Benny's is right. Money does talk, and money does a lot. Money talks, BS walks. We all know that saying. And but it's just one of those things of the NHL has always tried to promote itself as being above that kind of crap. Now it can't say that anymore. Now it's like, nope. You're right down there with the rest of them. So don't try and come off as better in handling disciplinary issues because you're just as bad. Maybe even worse. Maybe even worse than the other leagues.
Absolutely. Well, let's get off this as we're going to start up the second period here soon. Did want to mention really quickly that the NHL put out its 3 stars for the first month of the season in October. No surprise, number 1 star, Alex Ovechkin, continuing to score goals and chase down the great one. Speaking of the great one, on his first team, the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid comes in at number 2 star on the month. And lastly, you know, Hurricanes are really coming forth. They're you know, carrying that strong play, taking advantage, or you know, really coming through on that preseason. You know, a lot of people had them potentially taking this division. Well, a lot of it's been due to goaltender Freddie Anderson, who takes number 3 star on the month.
Nice. We got Joe chiming in.
Nice.
Saying
that's AKA for Maddie was totally tuning me out, fam, and was focusing on the next comment. Go fuck yourself, Maddie. I love you. I'm just kidding.
I know. Joe's saying this franchise is so predictable, coming out flat against the worst team in the NHL. Saw the stinker coming from a mile away. Hopefully they prove me wrong in the last 40. What's up, Joe? Yeah, Flyers, they didn't look great in the first period. They had some chances, but the flow of the game was going in favor of Arizona there. So hopefully they can go into
13 shots, 13-13, and chances 10-10. I mean, I get it, Joe, that you're saying like we should be playing well above, Arizona Coyotes team, and I get that. Not exactly going to agree with you that they're coming out flat. They played well at times, had a lot of good shots on goal.
Yeah. And Gostisbehere had a chance there. That was actually a dangerous shot because I don't even think Hart did see it, but I thought he didn't for a second there. Made a good pad save though there.
Yeah, he did. Getting that pad out there, man. Showing good, square to shooter out the top of the crease, playing aggressively. That's what you want to see.
And let's see here. Giroux going to take on with Keller here on the face-off. I love when the ref just makes that face-off all about him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I swear to God, the game against Calgary, I swear the ref was giving him a pep talk. It was about 5 minutes before he fucking dropped the puck. Let's go, zebra.
I know. It's like, ref, this ain't about you. This is about the players, bud.
Right.
You're there.
Don't teach me the game of hockey in this one face-off, dickhead.
Yeah. We don't need your life story.
Yes.
Oh, let's see.
Pass it around there. Look at that nice pass over from Braun.
We had one too many, unfortunately, that led to a mistake there at the blue line.
Yeah, you don't want to keep on passing it back and forth between D-men. You want to get it deep. That way you can work that pass from behind the net, for a potential one-timer. Too many passes back and forth that just crying steal me for, for a breakaway or an odd man rush.
Yeah, and you got to be careful, too, at the blue line because, if it's not a crisp pass, it could go off sides, and then you're resetting everything, and that's exactly what happened there. And then it was at the end of the shift, so they only could dump it into the Arizona zone and change. Good job there.
I was saying before, Maddie, when you stepped away real quick, that Flyers have been very bad in second period so far this year, and this is where you've got to really flip that script against a struggling Coyotes team. Like, you can't continue to play this back and forth. You need sustained pressure in their offensive zone. To Joe's point before, you want to see him playing up against this team. We hope that they wouldn't be playing down coming off that loss to Calgary, but you do have to just sustain a little more offensive pressure.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And Fancy Staff is just tuning in. Who's in net? Hart is in net for us, and Malkovic is in Yeah, I think that was what you said.
Yes.
For Arizona. My bad.
Bedhead.
Yeah.
I'm just going to call him Bedhead.
Yeah. And but no, you are right though with that second period. It's been very brutal for the Flyers, and it's been killing them all season long. And they got to work on that. It's weird. Oh my God! Thank God they fucked that up. They really fucked up a good breakaway opportunity for them right there. Yeah. So good thing Arizona couldn't do that right. Yeah, with that.
From Hart.
Yes, very good clear from him. Make sure that nothing else came of that. But yeah, that was poor positioning right there. That almost led to a breakaway chance. Luckily, a bad pass from Arizona. Let's see here. Joe's saying, have a good show, fellas. Can't listen because my team stream is 30 seconds behind your guys' reactions.
Understood, brother. Understood. Thanks for chiming in, Joe. We always appreciate it, buddy.
And Dan's giving me shit saying that's the linesman, Matt. Refs are the ones with the orange armband. Yeah. They make calls too. By the way, do you know that the umpire, that there are different positions for the umpire? There's the ones who do the plates, and then there's the one that's behind home who calls balls and strikes. Just wanted to let you know. Figured that you might want to know that little detail.
That's not that he's the instigator. You know what I mean? I like his style to a degree, but we might have to drop the gloves eventually, Dan, if you keep coming hot like this. Yeah, but I don't know. When it comes to this, I get it. It's really easy to get sucked in that vacuum of playing down to your opponent, Matty. You know what I mean? And we're seeing flashes of brilliance. You just want to see more sustained pressure.
No, you are correct. You are correct. Fancy Stash saying, just pause the stream for 30 seconds. Yeah, true. Joe, if you're listening, it might not be a bad option to take up. But no, yeah, and it does happen when you see a lot of this, you see a team that's not been all that well and has just been playing poorly. I don't know what they were trying there. But
another sloppy turnover in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
I was just playing with I swear it's like a psychological issue for them. They get real tight with the puck in the neutral zone.
True. Jesse saying Risto's physical play isn't fundamentally physical. It's just being lazy fundamentally. That's why he's in the box all the time. When you think of a good physical defenseman, you should think of a Provy.
Yeah, he showed a little lack of discipline. Absolutely. Maybe getting a little too aggressive with the hits, but
I'm kind of in that boat of, well, let's see what happens as we go along through the season. He's still, again, he's on a team that gives a shit now. I mean, it's hard to tell in this game. Oh, great play. Great defensive play to stop that 2-on-1. Yeah. And by the way, why the fuck did the Coyotes have a 2-on-1, boys?
Yeah.
Dan, Rob, I'll lose to you after trying to throw you onto the ground by getting a back injury.
Probably, man. Probably.
Oh, here we go. Okay, Flyers may have a chance here. Come on in. A shot. Oh, good save. Damn it. He saw it coming. Oh, damn it. He couldn't get it onto the... Damn it. It was on his backhand. Still, though, he probably should have just tried to shoot that towards the goal. All the same, even if it was on his backhand. I know you want to go on your forehand, but good save by Hart there. But, when you get the puck, put it on net. When you're that close, even if you're on a backhander and the backhander is not your strong, which very few are, just shoot it towards the net. He might be out of position to the point where he could actually get right through his pads. Dan saying, is this show going to be 3 hours? Well, depends on how this game goes, really. Let's see here.
You gotta like how Hart's playing in this game. I mean, despite the level of competition, 18 for 18.
Yeah. Chris Dunn saying, yo, boys, Flyers better pick it the hell up. Yeah, I agree. Jesse saying, I know this probably wouldn't happen cap-wise, but if Johnny Hockey was ever to play for Philly, now would be the time. Hayes, JVR, and Johnny Hockey, third line, wet Dree.
Probably doesn't get moved till after the season, but, I like where your head's at there.
Let's see here. Here we go. Larson with Giroux here on this face-off. Giroux won it, but it went to the Arizona player, of course. Went off his backhand. Oh, boy. That one flew right through the air, right onto the ice in front of Hart. That's always scary when that just lands randomly right in front of your goalie. And that's icing on the Flyers.
See. Yeah, kind of. How it is the second period. You really see that lull in their play. I mean, Arizona's taking over this game right now. This is not fun.
Yeah, this is not good. Dan saying this game is boring as they show. Okay, Dan. All right. I do realize now if we were to have a hockey team, Dan's got to be on it because Dan's going to be the chirper of the team.
Exactly. That's what I was saying before. I mean, we might be dealing with a 16-year-old here, dude. Just keep that in mind because he acts like a 16-year-old.
Yeah. But hey, listen, That might actually be good because then players will debate like, I can't drop the gloves. Well, then he's 16 years old. Like, but he can still talk shit on you. Let's see. Konechny's got the puck now off of Hart's pass. Flyers, what the fuck are you? It's like they're just passing it to nothing. It's like they see a guy open, but you can clearly tell where the Coyotes are positioned. It's not like they're hiding where they are. It's like you should see that check coming, and you need to read the play better than that.
They get to a point where they're just playing way too relaxed. Like where's the sense of little urgency pushing the play? Really sitting back and allowing the other team to dictate the pace, allowing them to press on you and force that unforced turnover.
Benny's response, Dan, you shouldn't repeat what your girl says to you in bed. Okay, so both Benny and Dan are going to be on the team as the chirpers.
Yeah, we love it. That's what we encourage here, man. It's all good.
Dan said, I'm 32, but childish as fuck.
I love it. Keep it alive, Daddy. Keep it alive.
Anthony repeating what he said earlier. Is Giroux playing or is he in the hot tub with Ben Simmons? Yeah, it's all love. Rob.
I see a lot of, just naysayers coming forth here, but, to his point, this is where you need your captain to step up and be like, take control of this team, really, say, let's go, boys. We're allowing them to dictate the pace. Let's dictate the pace to them. Let's get it going. Make a move, make a strong play. You don't even have to say that verbally. Do it with your word, with your actions on the ice.
I agree. Yeah, Eileen saying, gotta run. Have a great night, guys. Night, Eileen. Yeah, it may be that and I know usually you don't want to always go for the gigantic hit, but maybe go for a big hit. Maybe, get a little bit of momentum going in your direction, get a little bit of that fire going. Longest winless streaks in the start of an NHL season. The Coyotes in 2017 and 18 had an 11-game winless streak. The Rangers have the most at 15 in 1943 and 44. Whoo!
They were tapping their sticks there. I wonder what that was about. Maybe it was for a special message on the PA, or they were applauding their own futility. I don't know.
It's probably a little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah. For sure.
That's 18 shots to 15 for the Coyotes right now. And now they're scrummel on the board there.
Now they're gonna be opportunity to outwork them right now. You know what I mean? Get control of this puck, and they do not.
No, that's poor. And the Coyotes are able to break into the Flyers zone and get a shot off. Although I think the defensive play stopped that from becoming dangerous on that shot. But still, the point is that don't get outworked on the boards, as you were saying, Rob.
See, look at that clear from your veteran, JVR. Confident, passes the puck up the board, safe play.
Yep.
It didn't result in a scoring chance, but that's how you eliminate turnovers.
But it did allow for a change at least.
Yeah, exactly.
Get the fresh legs out. And that's a terrible turnover at the blue line right there. And that takes away that shift's ability to do anything. And that's a very dangerous play right there that the Coyotes were able to establish. They shot the puck right into the slot, and it was a tip. Luckily, Hart was able to get in front of that. But the more you do that, the more opportunities that get dangerous for the Coyotes. Hart's a damn good goalie. But remember, he can't stop everything.
Overskated that badly.
Yeah, Benny does point it out right. There's a lot of not standing up at the blue line.
Yep. Nice stick work there. At least they're keeping the active sticks if they're taking a passive approach to the blue line, sitting back. But now you got to stand them up there. You saw that guy wipe out. You stand up right there, you're clearing the puck.
Yeah. And Jesse Davis saying 2 biggest reasons why a team is flat. 1, they get horned up, out looking to score a goal and forgetting about forechecking. And the second is not moving your feet. My coach used to give that speech.
Yep. That's 100% true.
And Chris saying also no hitting in this game. Yeah, there is some physical play, but it was mostly in the first period. There hasn't really been anything else in this second period right now. It's been pretty much all Coyotes. Flyers have only really had one or two shots.
I thought that was McEwen with the stick too, man. He's been a good get. Energy guy, fourth liner, can scrap.
Yeah, maybe need something like that. Maybe need one of the fourth liners to get something going, like McEwen was trying to do there. You know, try to swing some momentum into your favor here. Get a little bit of that outwork mentality going.
Yeah, no, it's got to start it there somewhere. You know, a guy that's going to keep the feet moving to that was Jesse's point you were saying before.
Yeah.
Keep the feet moving and yeah, you know what I mean? You got to forecheck. You got to earn those goals. They don't just come on your stick.
Yeah. Benny's also is saying the gap control is bad through the neutral zone. That is true. Can't say that that's wrong either. There's a few things here, and this has been habitual for the Flyers in this second period, as you said earlier, Rob. You know, habitual problems with the second period, and it's weird. It's like every season the Flyers pick one period that they're terrible in. Last year it was an awful third period. This year, you know, and this year it seems like it's going to be the second period. And it just goes to show it's like you're not playing a full 60. And that can't happen. You've got to play a full 60.
I haven't seen it yet since like 93.
That's a long time. Yeah. That's a long time.
Well, because people talk about that full 60-minute effort, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're never going to see that from any team. In the nature of hockey, there's always, you know what I mean? You got to predicate the offensive rush by playing a defense. You know what I mean? Like in terms of gearing up. But I'm not saying play poorly. You know what I mean? Like give a solid effort for 60. Yeah, you see that. But to play that full-on gas pedal to the metal for 60 minutes, you know, that's when you burn out.
Yeah. The Flyers did have some chances there. And so maybe they can get something going here. They had a few opportunities that got in front.
And continue to keep the puck in their zone. That's what you need to do. Sustain pressure.
Whoa. What the fuck, ref? You're not going to call that? That was a little bit of roughing. At least on Chick. He got his glove like right in his fucking face like that.
Huh?
Of course, the ref couldn't see it anyway because it was...
He might have been blocked. Yeah, he might have been blocked. But, you know, we haven't seen a lot of calls in this game. There was only just the one power play for the Flyers, correct?
Yeah, and the Flyers really looked poor on that power play too. But then again, they haven't had another shot at it, so got to build some momentum off of, you know, come on, build momentum off of those chances and stop fucking passing the puck to obviously blocked passing lanes. See, Go ahead, Rob.
No, go ahead.
All right, then. And that's a terrible turnover. Thank God he shot that wide. And that actually went out of play, too.
Damn you, Maddie. You're getting further and further ahead for me. What is going on as the game goes on? Did I pause it again? I will disagree with you a little bit, though, Maddie, on that power play. I thought I saw good puck movement. They got some shots on goal. You know, I'd like to see another power play opportunity, see what they can do.
Yeah, I gotcha. And Fancy Stash saying, I was going to be a pro hockey goon, but I can't skate or fight.
I like the comedy stylings.
Dan also saying, keeping up with his chirping comments for the evening, Mariah Carey, is that a Christmas tree in the background?
No, it's a palm tree with lights in it because I got style, something you haven't seen since your 20s, brother. But, you know, what I will say, the funniest thing I saw on Twitter over the Halloween holiday, happy Halloween to everybody, was they took a picture of Michael Myers and then put a wig on it, and it looked just like Mariah Carey. Like
nice.
Exactly. I was like, that's funny. That's pretty funny.
Chris asking, has the third line scored at all this year? JVR's not on the third line. He's on the second line, right?
No, he's on the third line.
Okay, then. So, yeah, he scored in Vancouver.
Yeah, because you got Lawton with Lindblom and JVR in the third. You've been seeing Broussard with Farabee and Cam Atkinson on the second. I mean, they've been interchangeable in terms of what you would call the 1, 2, or 3 line. I mean, predominantly the number one spot has been Drew, Couturier, and TK. But I'm not sure if any of those were even strength though, Matty, or if they were power play goals too.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, now that you mention it, JVR's goal, I think, was on the power play in Vancouver.
Right. But I've seen them, they've been playing well, though. They have been getting offensive chances, scoring chances, particularly Lindblom. We saw earlier this game, it took a tough skate save to keep him off the score sheet.
And let's see here. Flyers do get a turnover. Now they're going to try and push it up ahead and get it into the corner there. Come on, got to win some puck battles here. Get some chances. The stick was being held. Farabee sends that one back along boards. Comes back out. Come on, get it out of that corner. Trying to walk it in, and it's free. It scores. There we go. Nice. Cam Atkinson getting the goal. Getting a dirty goal right there.
You got to pause your shit. Seriously. Motherfucker. No, it's beautiful. I'd rather hear that it was a goal being scored. All predicated on a nice pinch by Ristolainen, who's apparently been playing poorly.
Oh, hold on. Refs are having a meeting. So what are they trying to find out here?
Goalie interference?
Maybe. Oh, boy, yeah, I think I might. Well, no, because that can't be his fault because he's in a fucking headlock. How can Broussard be called for that when fucking Hutton's got
initial contact? No, there was no initial contact. Oh, with the hand. He swatted it with the hand.
Did he?
Watch.
Are you? I don't think so.
No,
I think.
No. I thought he got the mid down, but are they saying he kicked it away from the goaltender's glove?
I think that's why they're checking it, because they're checking to see if it was interference because his hand was going to be on the puck.
Right.
All right, so the referee's going to give us a confirmation here, whether or not it's on review or call.
Let's go.
And it is no goal. So they called that goaltender interference. That would be the assumption as to why that did not get called, which I believe is bullshit because Broussard was in a fucking headlock. So how the fuck is it Broussard's fault that his skate wound up touching the puck when he had his glove on it? How the fuck is that his fault that the D-man has got him in a goddamn headlock? That's not Broussard's fault.
Agreed.
That's not Broussard's fault. He's in a fucking headlock. How is that his fault? That is a fucking horseshit call right there. Goaltender interference, my fucking ass. And Chris brings up a good point. Then fucking blow the whistle if you were going to blow the fucking whistle.
Right? It was intentional, though. I'll tell you that right now.
That I agree, though. That was bullshit. The whistle never blew. That was fucking horseshit. That was a fucking bullshit call on the ref's part. Thanks, ref.
Ref, you suck.
Fucking ref wants to fucking give the Coyotes their first win because, God forbid that they break that. Flyers got a chance here. And a glove save made. All right, now I'm fucking, okay. Now I'm fucking getting mad. All right, see, the Flyers can play like shit, but they'll rebound. Now I'm getting mad when the refs are fucking helping out the other fucking team. This is bullshit. This is fucking bullshit. You don't fucking help another team in the goddamn game. That's fucking horseshit, ref. Fucking horseshit.
Nice shot on goal by Mac.
It was. It's just a shame that glove hand was working.
Yeah.
But hey, got a good shot. You're right.
If I'm going to complain about them missing the net, I'm going to give them credit when they're hitting the net.
That's a good point. Yeah.
And anytime I could praise Knack, I play Homer with my players.
Yeah, I got you. Dan saying, love this ref, of course.
Shut up, you Canuck.
Ref should know if that whistle don't blow, it's lumberjack.
That's right. Chop away, man. Work. Now, let's not skim over that point. At least they're working. Winning a battle right there. It didn't count, but, keep on that level of activity, snap out of it. This is what you see, man. They fall asleep in the second period.
Yeah, you're right. And that's not what you want. Hopefully that's a wake-up for them. The Flyers did have a couple of chances. They even had a shot off that face-off, too. So now it seems like they're woken up here when the ref fucking handed that no goal to Arizona with a fucking bow on it. Say, here, Christmas came early for you fuckers.
Woken, yes.
And Moira saying, time to drop the gloves now.
Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
Flyers
just trying to, bring the momentum.
Yeah. Flyers trying to move forward there. Way too much traffic. Yeah. They pushed that one back into the zone, although I think Farabee's too tired. He's got heavy legs going on him right now.
End of the shift. Yeah.
Flyers, though, seem to be having more time of possession on the puck now, so it seems like they're controlling the flow a little bit better, which hopefully it remains that way. So that way they can get some more opportunities down on net and get a goal that will not be taken away by the refs, because the refs feel bad for the Arizona Coyotes because they're the biggest piece of shit organization in the goddamn league.
They love playing this battle of attrition, man.
They do.
Like, sit back, attack, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it's a little too passive.
Yeah, Jesse's confirming that. He's saying that, well, this is what happens. Notice how they put in the effort when they're horned up with the puck in the crease. Keep that energy in the forecheck. No, you're right. You're right. Anthony saying the refs in the NHL are getting lazier and lazier. Yeah.
Well, what I will say is they've been demanded more this year, especially when it comes to cross-checking and calling that. It's going to be interesting to see. Do they let up on it? Do the players smarten up and stop cross-checking less?
Honestly, I think we're going to start seeing less of I think we're going to start less of seeing two hands on the stick. Even if it's not a cross-check, I think we're going to see less of it. Yeah. To the point where it's going to be something of the past if that crackdown continues. And I get why the NHL is doing it, though, because there were some really bad cross-checks that happened in the playoffs last year that were not called. So I totally understand that.
You got to have a response from the league, too. You know what I mean? Players take liberties. I don't disagree against it, but even just the thought of that, okay, they're going to call it heavy and then peel back. Like, be consistent. If you're going to call it at game 1, call it in game 82.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right, though. That whole thing is, yeah. And Philly kicked the puck as a pass. No, it wasn't a kick of the puck because your guy had Brassard in a headlock, and was hurling him around. That's not a kick. Now let's see here. Sales beats. I thought the Flyers scored. No. Unfortunately, the goal was disallowed due to a shitty goaltender interference call.
Your boy Sealer, man, that was the dude that laid out to take out that odd man rush you're giving him credit for. He's been good, sealing up that gap that Ellis has left.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
And right away, he had me when he shouted out to the crowd, "Let's go!" Like I'm like, this is the dude I want on my squad. I don't care. I don't care if he's a good defenseman or not. I want that motherfucker on my squad. No doubt about it.
Absolutely. That one bounced off. Oh, Jesus. That one almost accidentally went into the back of the net there for the Coyotes.
Yeah, a
That
little
one.
weird deflection off players tied up in the crease.
Yeah, those are very scary because it's like, man, that can happen at any time. And, goalies usually are quick, but, like those can even get goalies because it's just like you don't expect it. You really don't.
Yeah.
That one centered up ahead. And now dumped into the zone. Catch up to it. And you don't. You skate over it. But then again, to be fair, Farabee was checked off of that. But at the same time, got to win those battles when you get that puck in deep.
Right, exactly. Especially when you're fresh on the ice. That they weren't in mid shift or end of the shift there.
And here we
No
go.
excuse.
Flyers now moving up. Little bit of the heavy legs, though. Yeah, it's a shame because they're wasting a lot of time when those legs are fresh, just going back to their defensive zone because they fuck it up. And, then they got to change. It's like, well, you wonder why you can get no momentum going.
Nice pinch from Risto again.
Yes. He's got it now. Oh, good play. Tipped wide. Either that or the goalie got a piece of it. Damn.
No, tipped wide. It's cool. I could confirm your thoughts because I'll see it like 3 seconds later. You scumbag. You ruined it. You ruined it all game long.
And we got a stoppage to play. I do believe it was icing.
I give Dan about 3 minutes till he gives me a little of a Schmiegel or what do you call it, Gollum reference.
Dan saying, "Why do I have no social media? I have social media. I just don't go on it very often. I have a Facebook and I have a Twitter. So if you want to shoot me a friend request, I'll be more than happy to accept it. I will. I might not immediately accept it, and it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm not on it all the time."
He's a passerby when it comes to the social medias.
Yeah.
Hey, some people, I know I work with another podcast host that has no social media. He does not do social medias. He goes, it's toxic. I don't want to have any part of it. And I kind of applaud him because it's hard in this day and age not to have social medias in this business.
So it is a power play for the Flyers. I apologize for the misdirection earlier. Oh, good chance. And Giroux has it now after getting that pass back. Oh, it hit the post. Damn it. It hit the post.
Nice pass across, too.
Yeah.
See how I'm saying? Good puck movement. I don't care. I mean, realistically, it's a results-based league. All connect me. Get him. Get under his fucking coat, you little bitch. Let's go. But, it's just that type of league where, oh, yeah, was off the post, Matty. Good call from Atkinson. Fine shot again, man. Bringing a nice, heavy, hard shot from in close. You can never have enough of them on your hockey team. But as long as you're getting, these opportunities, eventually just the law of probability, you're going to get goals. You know what I mean? But you want to start seeing it, right now. That'd be a good time.
Yes.
Period. Get a little momentum.
On a power play, too.
Yeah. There's a little interference on Connect Me there, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. But very rarely do you see the refs call anything when a team's on a power play, unless they really want to be dicks.
Yeah, it'd have to be blatant.
And 00 saying, "What's going on? We should be blowing these guys out of the water." Yeah.
True. Coyotes, they're fighting hard for their first win. They're not, you got to, too many people are quick to when your team is doing poorly to immediately blame things that your team's not doing. And that's fine because you got to correct errors if you want to win in this league. But you also got to look at what the other team across the side of, the red line there is doing well. And they're playing a strong game. Arizona's playing very mistake-free hockey right now, and that's what you need to do with their current their roster.
What was that? That was fucking abysmal. Waste of a beautiful
like that.
Yeah. There's a chance.
That's the extra pass. I get it. That's the extra pass you want to see eliminated, Matty.
Yeah, and that Broussard opportunity, he had a good chance. Just a shame that he couldn't get that one to go. But yeah, and that's one thing that I will say. There are times where they get too pass happy. That was that occasion. Just again, you don't have to get fancy with it. It was Yandel with it too. Yandel can shoot. It's not that he can't. I just don't know. I get it though. Yandel was trying to go for someone who had a better shot, but it just no. Like you take your opportunities when you get
That's
those
his game,
chances.
though. That's his game, though. He's a setup guy. You know,
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But still, it's no excuse. Take your shots. Take your shot, fun boy. You have dead bang.
Yeah, I know.
Name that movie.
And good turnover there. Coots sent it in. And another great chance. God damn, they're getting some good opportunities. They're just not going into the fucking net. And actually some good opportunities too. Let's not take away from Vejmelka's performance tonight. He's been doing very well in net.
Yeah.
And good save there.
Where the shooter.
Yep. Knock that down. Roll. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. He couldn't get it through the pads. And it's under him. Damn it. Ah. Oh.
He's trying to bank it.
Yeah. Well, that was a good try.
Who was that? Number 70?
Yes, I believe that was Risto. And he almost got it through, but unfortunately, as he was chopping away at it, unfortunately, he got it underneath him by accident.
He should have scored. Poor stick handling.
I see what you're doing there.
No, seriously, man. I mean, have a little better effort for defensemen up front.
Yeah.
You know, you got not to joke around though. I mean, you're going against guys now 22 saves on the night. You know what I mean? You got to find a way to score a goal here. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's tough, but you know, you got to finish. You know, that's what pros do. You got to
Absolutely
finish.
Absolutely. And Jamie Jose Vargas Blanco saying, hello, desde Venezuela, win Philadelphia. Well, thank you and welcome. And
I appreciate the sports. Love having people jump in around the world, man. We miss our Aussie from down under.
I know. Where's Damien? Let's see here. Anthony saying, memo to the Flyers. It's okay to shoot the puck instead of the extra pass.
True story.
And so that will end the second period. We are still scoreless in this game, folks. I don't know how this is fucking possible. Well, I do know how this is possible. The Flyers are, sometimes passing it too much. They've had some great opportunities that just have not gone their way. Also, Vejmelka not taking anything away. He's made some good saves. And Hart, he's doing a great job for the Flyers, keeping the Coyotes off the board on the other end. So, yeah.
This is true. I mean, at least you're seeing the Flyers start to take a little control in the face-off area. It was 50-50 after the first period. You see it 61.3 to 38.7 in favor of the Flyers. Still 0 for 2 on the power play there, albeit, had plenty of good scoring chances. Still got to, losing the giveaway takeaway game. Flyers have 7 to the Arizona's 2. Arizona has 4 takeaways. The Flyers 3. It was nice to see those 3 after a goose egg in the first period. So it means that they started jumping up on the play a little bit, especially in the latter 10 minutes of that period. You're going to need to have more of that if you're going to win this hockey game, Matty.
Oh, no, you are absolutely correct. There's just there was a bit of a push there, but there's got to be more. You've got to make the Coyotes extremely uncomfortable to the point where they can't do anything right, to the point where they're making stupid mental mistakes. They're allowing you to get golden opportunities. And on top of that as well, that you're bringing Vejmelka out of position. You've done it a few times. Yes, it has not resulted in a goal yet, but he's gotten out of position on a few occasions. And if you can get the puck into the open net this time and not have the ref gift you a fucking call, then maybe you can get yourself a goal. And no, I will not let him go on that one. That was fucking horseshit. This should be a 1-0 game. Thank you, ref. Go fuck yourself. Die in a fucking hole. Anyway. Jesse saying, if you don't have a good look, it's always better to bounce the shot off the pads rather than blind pass behind yourself, love.
Yeah.
Let's
Like I
see.
said, you gotta find a way to finish, man. You know, you get. I'd love to see what the scoring chances are. If anybody out there has access to the scoring chances, I'm just not seeing it anywhere. In terms of, last night I saw it was 10-10, but there was obviously quite a few there, especially in the latter half of the second period on both sides.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
Professional fucking hater you are, Dan. Professional hater. We're not even in your conference, let alone your division. Why you got to root against the Flyers? Just because you want to be a dick. Nobody likes a dick, Dan.
Oh, and boy, Prism saying, boys, I'm passing out. Have a great one, guys. All right, Pris, you have a good night, man. See, now I'm really upset at the fucking Flyers. Like, this game is so boring that they're putting Pris to sleep. God damn it.
Yeah, no shit. Unless he's got to get up and work early, man. He's checking out.
Yeah. Let's see, double zeros. What's going on? Got in late. Our big guns are shooting really good, D. What's up? Cam's not getting chances. Oh, no, Cam's got his chances. And he did get a goal. And like you suggested earlier, what was the goal callback? Oh, they did call a goal back. They called a clean-ass goal away from fucking Cam Atkinson because, Derek Brassard is in a headlock and his skate just happened to kick the puck out from underneath the glove of Melka, and the puck goes into the back of the net because Cam Atkinson scores it. But then the ref said, you know what, I feel bad for Arizona. They got no wins. You know what? I think I'm just going to make a favorable call for them because, it's just not right that they have no wins.
Yeah, watching the replay here again. I mean, I believe it was Chris, if not Jesse, made a great point saying that, all right, well, if the puck's frozen, then why aren't you blowing the whistle there? You know what I mean? Like, otherwise, you're telling the players to continue playing, and you know what I mean, and pushing the net there. And how many times have you seen players poke check a puck loose to net a goal? It's commonplace. Yeah, it is kind of bullshit. The more I think about it, you're right.
Yeah, it's bullshit on the ref's part. Like, yeah, okay, he has his glove over it, but you didn't blow the whistle, and on top of it too, you can't call goaltender interference anyway because it's not Derek Brassard's fault that his skate hit the puck when he was in a goddamn headlock. So either call you can make there is bullshit and null and void right off the fucking bat.
I personally think it was a little more intentional than you, Maddie, but there's no arguing against that. He was in a headlock and being spun around and potentially losing his balance. SJP, she's spending some time with Charlotte and Meredith. Are they the names from Sex and the City? I don't know.
I really don't know. I've never seen that show.
Yeah, I asked the wrong crowd there.
I've only ever seen Sarah Jessica Parker in Striking Distance, and I swear to God that is the only one. Yeah, that is the only one. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Hocus Pocus. That's the other one.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you grew up around that era, you know what I mean, when that was a popular Halloween movie. Yeah.
Yes.
But I was going to say, if the only one you ever saw is Striking Distance, that's not a bad one to be the one. That was actually a pretty good movie.
It was. That was during Bruce Willis's big action movie period. Although he's had a few of them in his career.
Yeah. But no, to answer the question, he's off this week. He's spending some time family visiting him down in Carolina there. So having his sisters over. So definitely check in with the doc, man. I'm sure he's been chiming in here and there. We love you, Brian. Have you back next week.
Yeah. So hopefully he's having a good time. Hopefully he is. And Patrick Bernard saying, "What's up, fellas?" What's up, Patrick? What's going on, man? And got double zeros. No, I'm talking about the host, Robbie. You guys call him SJP on here.
No, I'm Rob Povia, but yeah, Brian Daly is who. Nah, I don't think I could pull off a Sarah Jessica Parker. More like an Uncle Fester. Or my Halloween costume this past weekend, which was priceless. I wore I wore like a different but same T-shirt, right? Instead of a white T-shirt and jeans, and put 2 gold hoop earrings in. And people are like, who are you supposed to be? I'm like, I'm Mr. Clean's cousin, Mr. Dirty.
Oh my God, I love
Can
it.
I buy you a drink?
And Pat saying, big fan of the show. Love talking Flyers hockey. Well, thank you, man. And welcome. Welcome to the show. And Dan saying, never watched Hocus Pocus. I would recommend watching it just for the sheer hilarity of it. B. Arthur is fucking hilarious in that film. Because she's the head witch and she looks as goofy as you can be. And B. Arthur just decides to overact the entire film. And it is beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. Bette Midler. I'm sorry. My bad. I thought it was B. Arthur. That was my fault.
What you talking about? Golden Girls?
Yeah,
What?
my bad. Listen, I can't keep track of that. I don't bother keeping track of shit like that all the time. And the only reason why I was corrected was when Mom came down to get a drink, and she said, Bette Midler, you dumbass. Bette Midler.
It is, Luis. It is still 0-0. And it's amazing what this team puts us through.
I know. This is the joy of being a Flyers fan. Jesse saying, Brian's stuck with Canes fans, and I'm stuck with Avs fans. Speaking of Halloween, I did actually have off for once, and I actually got a chance to go to a little haunted attraction in the Philadelphia area in Lancaster, PA, called the Field of Screams. Got this guy right on over here, which is just
nice.
Yeah, this is for one of their attractions, the Frightmare Asylum, which was their best attraction in my opinion. So the line was fucking unbelievable. But so we get in there, and the reason why this is so perfect was we went in there, and this guy's in a full black bodysuit. He has a crown and a scepter. So they have the strobe lights flashing, and I saw him right before I got to him. So I saw it coming. He just comes right here to me, and he says, peekaboo. And I started crying, laughing as I walked away down the steps. Like, that part was just fucking spectacular. And one last thing I got at the end of the night was this guy, too.
Oh, was that a little mug?
Oh, yeah. This is a
little scepter?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I saw these guys as we were going in. We were heading to the Haunted Hayride, which was very awesome, by the way.
Likey.
Yeah, I know. It was only $25. I was like, shit, and it's got steel and everything. I'm like, goddamn, people would charge you like 40 or 50 for this shit somewhere down the line. I'll take that. $25. Hell yeah. Yeah, but that was a fun day. So if you're ever in the Philadelphia area, or you're close to Lancaster, PA, over in Mountville, PA is the exact town. Head on over there if you got nothing to do in the October season and you're in the area. It's worth it. It's like what would happen if Rob Zombie had control of Disneyland. It's perfect.
Very nice.
And let's see here. Chris saying, any Flyers trivia questions? Well, let's think of some. If you got some, Chris, feel free to throw them out. We love being quizzed here.
A little quick aside for double zeros. I don't think they do. I mean, I haven't kept up with the game. I've been keeping up with the Flyers game at what point it is now. But Astros are the desperate team, and they're bringing Luis Garcia back on 3 days rest. Meanwhile, Max Fried is nice and rested and has been pitching well in these playoffs. I kind of had it predicted, and I laid some money down that, unfortunately for this area, that the Braves were going to take the World Series tonight. So that's sort of my take on it. And
all of the worst fears of the NL East fandom have been realized.
0-0 top of the third. At least getting an early little pitching duel. Max Fried, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, and 1 hit allowed. Meanwhile, Luis Garcia, 3 strikeouts in 2 innings. So you're coming back strong on 3 days rest, but we'll see as he gets through the second and third time through the order. I don't think it'll get to that point. The way they've been pitching bullpen in this playoffs, coming off of a short 2020, these guys might be expected to go 3-4 innings.
So Rob, why don't you go ahead and give like a quick synopsis of what you've been seeing in the World Series if you have had a chance to take a look at any of the games. I got to go take a leak, so I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I mean, Braves, really came out to a strong 3-1 lead in the series. They've been out pitching and they've been out hitting the Houston Astros, much to a little bit of the surprise. You'd think it would be more of an even series, if not in favor of the Astros. But really, you're seeing a guy like Framber Valdez, and even the aforementioned Luis Garcia, who pitched a lot of innings this year, coming off of a short 2020. And now you're really seeing him hit the wall, and bullpens have been all that more vital. Yeah, and that's why, in case you're wondering why you're getting a lot of even a set bullpen games in these playoffs, let alone the World Series of all. That's why it's just they're hitting the wall from only pitching maybe like max 60 to 80 innings in 2020. So otherwise, you're seeing the key additions for the Atlanta Braves carry this team. They brought back Adam Duvall, who took a walk for a short time over down in Miami and came on back and started hitting homers again for Atlanta. Then you bring in a guy like Jorge Soler, who's just a professional hitter, and comes in at a bout with COVID, comes back off the bench, hits a key pitch hit home run. Just getting that type of production out of guys that you needed to step up when you're, minus Ronald Acuna, you're minus, Ozuna due to his problems off the baseball field. You lose Charlie Morton, arguably your number one ace coming into the third inning of this World Series. It's amazing that he continued to pitch on a broken freaking leg. You know what I mean? It's just one of those classic World Series stories. But it's unfortunate that he doesn't get to finish the journey. But hopefully, if Atlanta wins, he'll get his name on the trophy nonetheless. You got Double Zeros chiming in saying Atlanta blowing a 3-1 lead would only be fitting like when the Falcons blew the lead in 2012 Super Bowl, I guess, versus the 49ers. In the NFC Championship game, then blowing a 28-3 lead in the next Super Bowl against the Patriots. It's only fitting. Yeah, that's a good point. And then Jesse chiming in, you would love nothing more for Atlanta to choke another championship. Georgia Bulldogs, Falcons, and Braves. That would be amazing. Agreed. But, I try not to hate. I try to root National League no matter what. At least it gets them out of their system, Jesse, for next year, as it did with Washington for, 2020 and 2021. You good, Maddie? Because now I'm about to take a cigarette break to match you.
Go right ahead.
Awesome.
So right now, as it stands, Flyers, once again, they're scoreless, nothing here. Like I said, Battle of Pennsylvania is coming up on Thursday. They have Washington on Saturday. Both of those are away games. That's the upcoming schedule. So, like we said before, like the fam so importantly said earlier, it was definitely one of those things where you look back on and you're looking at this game and you realize, yeah, this is a very winnable game and the Flyers should win it because you've got the Battle of Pennsylvania starting on Thursday. And then on Saturday, you got Washington, and that's not going to be easy either. So, big important game here tonight for the Flyers to take advantage of that because anything can happen against Pittsburgh and anything can happen against Washington. So, yeah, not an easy schedule up and coming for the Flyers. They got to really focus here and get this win tonight and get 2 points against Arizona. They can ill afford not to. Benny's throwing out, what team did the Flyers trade Chris Gratton to and who came back the other way? Ooh. Oh, man, give me a minute. Damn it. This one's a tough one. Let me see here. I would say, I think did they trade Chris Gratton to, no, because he wasn't on them. Did they trade him to, yeah, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I think Chris, I do want to say the Coyotes. Fancy Stash is saying the Coyotes, but I kind of want to say that coming back in return. But then again, I don't think we got Roenick for Chris Gratton. think we just signed for. Did we just sign Roanoke as a free agent? I'm trying to remember on the Chris Gratton trade. I forget actually.
Chris Gratton, didn't he go to Tampa Bay Lightning?
That's what Anthony said.
Yeah, I didn't look down, I swear.
Oh, he said we got a former Flyer back. Oh, okay. A former Flyer back. So if it is right with the Lightning, and ding ding, so it was the Lightning. Okay, then gotcha. So the Tampa Bay Lightning was the choice. And
yes. So now I'm trying to think who we got back though. Former Flyer.
Who was playing the Lightning at that time?
I want to say it was a defenseman. Am I right with that, Benny?
I think you might be on the ball there. Let me see here.
It's on NBC Sports Philadelphia, wherever that is for you double zeros. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking that, Anthony.
Okay, so it's Yuskovic. Okay.
But Benny goes, no. No, it wasn't a defenseman.
Okay, so it was Yuskovic. Okay, interesting. So that was interesting on that trivia question right there. Always interesting to see what players the Flyers get back with the tons of trading that they did. And third period has started officially. Flyers had an opportunity there that was fanned on. And so now
I'll ask a question to the fans to see if they were paying attention earlier. We had Sean Couturier playing the 700th game, 25 games behind 11th on the all-time list for the Philadelphia Flyers. Who is that Philadelphia Flyer?
So you guys can go ahead and answer that one.
In like 2.2 seconds.
Yeah. And Benny's Nation saying that the defenseman came back in the deal later.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Okay, so it was one of those old back in the day NHL deals where it's like, I'll trade you the guy, but you trade him back. Yeah.
Chris fucking Gratton, though. Great call. Great question. Terrific question. I'm just terrible with trivia because I've burnt too many brain cells in my lifetime. I'm a mess. I'm an absolute mess. You're the first one in a minute. Mikhail Renberg and that's how we got Lanko back. I remember us having Lanko as a former Lightning. I liked him as a centerman. He's nice.
Yeah, Damon Lanko. Yeah. Then after that, he left and he went to Calgary, if I stand correct.
Could be.
And Benny St. Peter Svoboda came later.
Svoboda. He was never quite as good as his Buffalo years.
Well, that was a little bit later in his career. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
And now the Coyotes got it. Oh, man, they got... good thing they weren't passing there. Flyers.
They just continue to outskate them, man. They're playing hungry. This is a dangerous situation right now.
This is Arizona. See, the problem is I think they can smell it. They can smell it. The Flyers are not playing well, and they're taking advantage of the fact that we might be able to get our first win tonight. And you know they're going to want it, you know? Like, for example, a lazy change right there at the bench. You just see one of the Flyers fixing his glove, just standing around, holding his stick, puck's right near his skates. I'm like, get the fuck off the ice if you're not doing anything. What the fuck are you doing? If you got to go over the boards, go over the fucking boards. Get the fuck off the ice.
Agreed.
It's like, don't play lazy now. Just because it's a fucking scoreless game and you had some chances at the later end of the second, you got a goal taken away from you. That doesn't constitute anything. So Flyers do win that face-off. They do work it out of their own zone. And they are able to gain the Arizona line. They are on sides. Backhander, not danger. Oh, tried to stuff it. But unfortunately, didn't go. And a check along the boards. Arizona gets it with no support for the Flyer who was checked along the boards. Very pleasant way to turn that puck over, boys. Luckily,
not a very aggressive forecheck there.
Yeah. Luckily, they're able to recover it in their own zone, though. So at least they were able to do that.
Fucking go, man. Get some fucking fight and some fire.
I know.
It's just such a lethargy to this team. You wonder, are they going too hard in practice or not hard enough?
Yeah.
There you go. I like that, firing it in. Burst to the puck. Swings it around.
Let's see here. We got Flyers do recover it in their own zone. They push it through. Now they've gained the zone. Provy's got it. He passes it back. A shot. Oh, glove save on Van Riemsdyk. Damn it. And Double Zero saying, where do you think the Arizona gets moved to? Right now, still Tempe, but if anything changes, we'll let you guys know if they're not going to get the building in Tempe.
Yeah, I think, a lot of the officials there for the team, even the city and the state, are fighting to keep them there,
Yeah, Anthony's saying that's the problem with Philly. No fire in them except for the Pens, but everyone else, they just don't care.
It's not a bad observation, man.
Yeah,
there's no excuse for that. You got to get up for these games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't expect to just continually, coast off of a nice start. And, they have had a nice start. This is a team that's playing pretty good hockey. We're just not seeing it a lot tonight.
Yeah. I mean, the one time that I ever saw the Flyers really look like they dominated the flow of the game for pretty much most of it, if not 90%, at least 80% of it, was against the Kraken. That's the only time I've seen it. Every other time, it's been full-on Flyers have it for a few moments, and then they're chasing, and they're chasing, and they're chasing some more. Did I mention that they're chasing the play?
But they played it well. They played that game well against the Oilers that were clearly a faster, stronger on the puck team, where they were being defensively responsible and keying off waiting for Edmonton to make a mistake and getting the odd man rush down the ice. They were really epitomizing that game well, and then bringing the game to Edmonton. It's what you'd like to see them bring, in every game.
Yeah. You always leave it to DB to kind of lighten everything up. It says, wouldn't it be great if every time Phil Kessel takes a big hit, a bunch of hot dogs just come flying out of him?
He's always been a hot dog, that's for sure.
And Benny's just calling no call. Yeah, it looks like that's how it's going to go down. No call.
Well, if anything, the refs are going to, I believe, if memory serves me correctly, there's only been 2 power plays in this game. Both have gone to the Flyers, so that doesn't bode well for their chances. You know what I mean? They're going to look to get Coyotes, a call and put their whistles away unless it's blatant against the Flyers.
Yeah.
But to the Flyers' credit here, they have been playing very undisciplined hockey, not so much, obviously, in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree on that. And Anthony's saying, if I was AV, I would be throwing chairs, breaking sticks, lots of screaming, flipping tables, throwing pucks.
It's not his style. He's the calm, cool, and collective Frenchman, That's what he does.
That is true. He's always been that way. An opportunity there for Knack again. Shot, though, grazed off of Vejmelka and went out of play. Ewan actually is the guy who set that play up. So, like you were saying, Rob, seems like a good pickup.
Very much so, man. Smart hockey player.
Karel Vejmelka, he's had 13 saves in the first. He had 10 in the second. He's got 2 so far in this third. So he's got 25 in total tonight. David Roscoe just said Atlanta 3, Houston nothing.
Yeah, you could see it coming. 3 days. Let's see who gave that up.
DB saying it's because they wore the cursed black alternatives.
Yeah. Yeah, Luis Garcia. Yeah, it's catching up second time through the lineup.
Oh, come on. God damn it. How did that not go in? Ah.
I'll tell you in a second. Shot it wide.
Yeah. That's why I was so pissed. It's like, come on. That was one of the best
Lindblom
chances.
Again?
It might have been Lindblom.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah. All right, Giroux's got it now. He's going to start the rush.
I wanted to disagree with someone who commented earlier
Yes!
saying...
They got it! Yes, I'm sorry, Rob.
All right, no, please. I'll see it here. Nice pass. Couturier in the 700th game. Breaking the 0-0 tie.
Oh, thank you, Coots. Finally, then the captain, by the way. Oh, by the way, Anthony, Giroux got the assist on that, and he started that play.
That was the play, was this pass. Wait to see his replay.
From Konechny, and a pass right there. Giroux passed it to Konechny. Konechny passed it to Couturier. Top line getting the job done, doing what they got to do. And Tom, like, that goal counts. Let's go. You're damn right it does. You're damn right, Dan. No goal. Oh, that's funny.
That is funny.
Penny, Poe, they don't call you the best in the business for nothing.
Yeah, that one person.
Yeah. Chris saying, happy 700, Coots. Yeah.
Yeah, the top line's been playing well overall. I'm not surprised that they're the ones that break the schneid here.
And Arizona has the puck now. All right, boys. Now let's. All right.
Now you can't just sit back. Oh, we scored that goal. You need to continue to take the pace to them.
Yes, you earned that goal. You had a great passing play, which led to a great opportunity. Breakdown in Arizona's defense. Now you got to play strong defense in your end. And then if you can get another goal before the period's out, if you have to go at the empty netter, so be it. But if you could get one beforehand, you could really take the wind out of Arizona's sails, because then they'll be down by 2 in the third period before they even have to empty the net.
One not so surprising stat: Ristolainen leading the game with 4 hits. One surprising stat, at least for the Flyers, I think there was a guy on the Coyotes that had more block shots, but Keith Yandel leading the Flyers in block shots with 3. That's not really his game. He doesn't block the shots.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
I don't blame him. You know what I mean? Especially at this point of your career. You know what I mean? I'm not even going to fault you for
that. And Anthony was saying, it feels weird that Keith Yandel's on the Flyers. It is interesting that Keith Yandel's here. I love it, but it's just interesting, right? And Dave Baraska saying, Coots born in Arizona. That is true. Coots is born in Arizona. Let's see.
I love the narratives.
00 saying, fans will say they play. They'll say they play. We play down to the bad teams. What can I say to change their minds?
They're right. I mean, the only thing you could say is that this is a matchup-based league. You know what I mean? And to a degree, you can't play one team the way that you play another team. You know what I mean? But that's my only counter argument, and it's a weak one at best. They do notoriously play down the teams, and I'm surprised to see it tonight, coming off of a down game against Calgary. I mean, there could be still a little fatigue. I mean, that was a little trying, of a little road trip there, and then you fly back to the East Coast, adjusting to the time. You know what I mean? I know. This is all bullshit and excuses. You know what I mean? You're professionals. You know what I mean? I see you shaking your head, Matthew.
It's just because they had a decent rest. The game was Saturday, and today is Tuesday. You have 3 days worth of rest. It's like, come on.
Yeah. No, agreed. There's no excuse to playing down. Good to stick with it. At least keep up defensive responsibilities. You know what I mean? To their credit, they've kept Arizona, who's been pressing it, trying to get that first win off the score sheet, and they get the first goal where they've been predominantly successful when scoring first.
No, yeah, you're right. You're right, but they gotta be strong defensively here because Arizona's going to want to try and tie this thing up now, and they're going to go real hard at it because they're still winless. Kessel went down weirdly. He's still down there after the puck cleared.
Kessel down.
No hot dogs though. Sorry, DB.
Yeah, but yeah, no. I mean, really, if you're the Flyers, you got to pretend this game is still 0-0, and you're trying to, you know what I mean. You want to make it 2-0 now. You know,
absolutely. You want to take their hearts right out of it. That's the way to do it. And Chris saying this team is terrible. Still disappointed in this effort. Well, this team's effort has been terrible. I'll give you that one. I mean, is this team terrible? No, this team is not terrible. They're playing a terrible game, though. And they absolutely should be called out for the fact that, yeah, you scored first in the third period when you probably should have scored. Yeah, you could go and do the scapegoat with the disallowed bullshit, but you should have scored way earlier than this. And you should have played better than, just throughout the entire game. So I'll agree with you there, Chris. This has been a terrible effort from the Flyers, but they did manage to get the goal. And so hopefully they can take advantage and ride that out and get another goal here, possibly get to an empty netter and then finish it off. That was called. Thank you for the trip there.
Yeah, you have to call that, despite the disparity in power plays. Remember, 2 posts too. Let's say, usually in my book, 2 posts equals a goal in my mind, in the fake world that is Povia. That in terms of their results of their efforts, So I mean, easily this game could be 2, if not 3-0 right now. So I mean, despite an overall down game, let's not ignore what they've done well, in every game leading up to this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Not taking anything away, though, from what you were saying, Rob, because you are right. But Chris did say, not us, the effort against Phoenix. Sorry, Chris. Read that comment wrong. My bad.
Oh, this effort against Phoenix? Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. This is like a prime opportunity, though, to really take a stranglehold on this game.
Oh, what a chance, too. But it's all right. It's all right. You got a real good chance earlier. Hopefully you can keep Arizona on their heels here.
Konechny shooting the puck well from that spot.
He is. You like seeing it. It's a shame.
Right between the hash marks there, between the circles.
Get up to that, Atkinson. You overskated it. But they did recover it. Oh! He got it. All right. Let's see here. Anthony saying this is Keith Yandel's final season because he is that age not to acquire his AARP card.
I think he's Yandel is what? Between 30 and 30, or is he 35 too?
I would have to think he's old. I think he's actually older than Van Riemsdyk.
Yeah, he's 35. Yeah, he is 35. Yeah,
all right then.
He's up against it.
And let's see. 00 saying, did you guys listen to the game on Saturday via radio? Coates's voice was shot. No, actually, because unfortunately they were playing at 10, and I had to be at work at that time because I do overnights, so I missed that game. I'm kind of happy I did, though, because that was not a game that I would particularly have been happy watching.
I could see him losing his voice trying to overshout the crowd there at Saddle Dome. That's always a fierce road game.
Yeah.
So never an easy assignment.
In this power play, they had some good opportunities earlier, but now they're getting stopped at the blue line. That's no, that's unacceptable. Against the last penalty kill in the fucking league. Come on, boys. You're better than that.
Right. That's a good point, Matty. That's a good point. 'Cause, I mean, there has been too big of a disparity between PP1 and PP2, where they really got to work on that second unit. And mind you, you're going to get back Kevin Hayes, who will be a strong player on that second unit. That'll be a good shot in the arm there. But you got to get a better effort, at least a more consistent effort.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Every time I'm going to point it out because I'm a fucking dick like that.
Oh, it's funny. Anthony saying Yandel is 135.
Yeah.
Sells Beats saying need Flyers bad. Well, we all need the Flyers bad to win.
Yes.
Oh, come on, chase that down. Chase that down. Good chase. Oh, he hit. Did that hit the goalie or did that hit the post?
Goalie arm save.
Okay. Oh. Couldn't get that one centered. All right, Arizona's got it now. They're going to try and race forward. We got about 8:28 left to go here on my mark. Oh, save. Oh. Carter Hart had to close the pads there.
Not overlook a strong game from Mr. Hart.
Absolutely. Ooh, big hit there. That's not getting called. I don't think it should. I didn't see anything dirty, but then again, that camera did cut rather quick, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, you missed how he went down. You just saw the after effects.
Yeah, so maybe it was a trip, maybe not. Not sure, though.
Yeah.
Oh, centered! Oh, how did that not go in? How did that not go in? Oh.
Off the heel of his stick. And then it kind of squared loose, and then you had a guy on the side of the net that could have jammed it home. He missed it.
Yeah. Oh, man. That was the best chance they've had actually all night right there.
Was a good opportunity. Little poor puck luck.
Yeah. Been trying to fight that battle along the sideboards. They do manage to get it out, but Arizona got to it. DB saying the Yotes are definitely this year's Sabres. Relegate them.
Finish them. I do like the soccer European football analogy there. Well done. Well done.
Dan saying Matt complains about biased reffing. Well, let's see how refs and how he refs an unbiased Flyers game. I don't think it's possible. I'll be completely honest with you. That's why I'm not a ref. It's like, yeah, that's interference. Why? Because you touched the guy in the orange jersey. Get your ass in the box. It's like, well, why are you calling this guy for? He's in the box for looking fucking stupid. Now get your ass in the box.
That's right.
No one said that I was impartial. No one said that.
We're missing our impartial party. Parker.
Yeah. And Benny's saying that second pass was not needed. Yeah, and then Chris said, shoot, Oscar, what the fuck? Anthony's also saying that Yandel needs to buy Yager's mullet. Then he'll be the oldest guy in the NHL.
Little salt and pepper mullet, too, I bet.
Yeah. So he had one back when he was young. That was, that nice. Curly, what was it, brunette hair he had or black hair? I think it was black hair. And then And then on the other hand, he had the salt and pepper look later on in the league.
Yeah, I was just going by the last images I got for being really forced to continue to play hockey for the team that he bought. Such a sad story.
DB, Matt out here giving the Flyers a 5-on-1 power play. You goddamn right, DB.
That's
you goddamn right.
Tough to feel too bad for Yogs though. A lot of models. A lot of models.
He's living his best life out there in the Czech Republic.
Yeah. But just you hate to see guys like play beyond where they should be playing. You know what I mean? Like they should be hanging them up.
Yeah, I got you. And Anthony's saying his salt and pepper mullet's on sale on Amazon.
Nice.
Flyers pushing this one up ahead. About almost 5 minutes left. About 5:27 with a stoppage in play. So still 1-0. Would like to see the Flyers get one more behind the net as they cut to the very old and very overplayed Pennsylvania Lottery fucking commercial.
Yeah, we don't do commercials here like Red Zone.
Yeah.
That's why one thing I'll say, you know what I mean? Like we definitely always give love to our sponsor, Body Check Wellness, throughout the show, but our sponsors love us because we still generate them, hits, clicks. It's a lot of internet-based stuff this day and age, right? And the way you present, like the information, both when you lead in and lead out, Maddie, you know what I mean? It's a good way to where I can refer to them right now and not refer to them by talking to you about it. You know what I mean? So a little sneaky there. But no, in general though, it's like we don't do commercials here. That's what I love about ATV radio.
Yeah. That's the fun. You get all the reactions right here. All the emotions you get to savor here on A2D radio. And he's just like, come on, you can't pass up on an opportunity to call someone a curly-headed fuck.
I mean, at this point, double zeros, I wouldn't say so because you still have guys that are on their way back, to this roster. I mean, you only got 2 games from Ryan Ellis. He'll be on his way back. Kevin Hayes, Wade Allison. You know what I mean? Sam Moran, has been out. So you're going to have a lot of additions back to this club. I think you reevaluate what your needs are based on your current lineup and injury at that point. But overall, I don't think they need to make a move, Maddie. What do you say?
Well, right now, as it stands, I don't think trading would really be the object here. I don't think that at the deadline we make any real big moves, in my opinion. I would rather just, I want this team to work with what we have because what we have is capable of being a very good team. And like I said, we're off to a good start. I'd like to see better, all-around efforts at times. But the team we have, by all means, should be good enough. We don't really need to muck around with it for, all that much, really.
Good to see them breaking the 30-shot plateau, though. You know what I mean? Like, you say what you want, that this is a down game. You get 30 shots on goal. That's nice. And, yeah, no, I get what you're asking. It's a common question, people trying to get rid of JVR's contract. But right now, he's one of your better players, just like he was at this stage of the game in last season. I don't think that's a guy you want to give up.
Yeah, I mean, right now, if it really, again, it depends on where the Flyers are at, honestly. And honestly, JVR does bring something to the table. Does he score as much as he used to? No, but he is on the latter half of his career. And I get it. He makes a lot of money on his contract, but we are getting towards the end of it. Like right there, he set up a great play for Lawton. It just, unfortunately, Vejmelka got over with his pad in time to stop it from going. So, I mean, I'm not really I'm not in a rush to trade JVR. Plus, also at the same time, we have a lot of talent on this team that's already strong enough that you trade JVR away. What are you hoping to get back in return? Just picks? I mean, because if you're getting a player back in return that's around the same level as JVR, there was no point in making the trade in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, lateral move maybe to give you a little cap space, but you already made those signings. You Chuck took care of that creatively this offseason. So
yeah, so I'm not thinking that. Not right now. It's very, very early to even speculate trade deadline talk. So I'm not even I don't even really think right now at this stage there's need for it. But Jimmy's saying, "What up, fellas? What's up, Jimmy?" Catch Jimmy in the flight zone. Saying, sorry I'm late. Rugby practice in 40-degree rain was cold and it was a cold fucking bitch, but go Flyers. Well, hopefully it was fun killing people at rugby practice at least.
Good on you, man. That's nice. Playing a little rugby. I like it.
As they say, hopefully you got into a lot of good scrums. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Great saves, Hart. Woo! Hart made some big saves there. And Flyers going to finally get that one sent down. Yeah, Coyotes were really pushing there. Luckily, it didn't happen. 00 saying, Al Morgani looks like a zombie.
True story.
And it looks
nice
like
hit. Nice hit.
Yeah. So 2:55 left as they go to commercial break on offsides.
Big surprise. McEwen.
Yeah.
McEwen!
McEwen!
Yeah. Got it.
Oh. Basic. No, Dan, the question should be, why is Marvel ripping off A2D? Because they'd say, why is A2D ripping off the Marvel opening? Well played. Yes, well played, Benny. As Jimmy said. And she says, Shane, speaking of old commercials, I was the ugly little kid milking the cow in the York County Fair commercial from 79 through 86. I owe them for launching my career as a clerk in a gas station industry. Oh, well said, Fancy Stash.
I like these zippers, man. It's these zingers.
And 00 saying McEwen number 17. Where did we get him from? As he called up? No, I think he was signed. Actually, I think he was one of the signings Fletcher made in the offseason. But one of those depth signings, if I stand correct.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Dan. Isn't he a former Canuck? Didn't we get him from Vancouver? Okay. So I'm gonna look that up now. I think I'm right.
Benny's Nation saying, nice, fancy. I'm going to assume that was to the stash. To the stash comment. All right, so 2:55. They're doing a flashback of, it looks like Ghost. Ghost getting a goal on the Coyotes back on November 8th, 2018. Remember those days. Remember when Jake Voracek was on the team and the Ghost having a nice little celebration there. I actually do not recall that game whatsoever.
I mean, you're always a good goal scorer from the point. You know, it's a shame his knees betrayed him a little bit. You know what I mean? But you know, he's playing healthy. You know what I mean? He just, I always thought that ultimately he would be a guy that might make the transition to a winger. You know what I mean? From the defenseman, because that's just the knock on him is that, you know, as good as offense he brings from your defenseman, he just lacks in the defensive area of the game.
No, I agree.
Yeah, Benny. Yeah, it was Vancouver. I don't like to pride myself when I get it right, but yeah, that's not even that. That should be something that I should know right off the cuff, though. That's been talked about a lot. You know, because he was having wasn't he having visa issues for getting to the States to play with the Flyers? That's why we didn't have him the first two games.
And the Flyers just scored. Nice.
Oh yeah, they better score from that area.
And that's good old Superman Scotty Lawton, I believe, who got that one.
There's a goal for that line.
And it figures it's Superman who gets it.
Yeah, where's Priz? Priz, he missed one. That's his boy for the Flyers.
I know. He's going to be kicking himself later when he wakes up and he realizes that Superman got a goal. And it looks like it'll be the game winner, too.
Oh, it started from the goaltender was creeping from the crease to be pulled, and they shot it down. He had to get it back. You know, that canceled the icing.
Yeah. Chris saying, game, bitches.
Game. Blouses. That's right. Hey, well, you know, say what you want about the effort tonight, but if you can still find ways to win, that's good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, you know, that Vancouver win was ugly. But you know what? Still counts. Still counts in the record books. And an empty netter to send it home. And that's Giroux getting the EN there. Captain making sure the door is completely slammed shut and bolted. So that way, no comeback.
Totally unselfish play from Couturier there, too. You could put another one up and have a 2-goal game and, you know, really stack the little feather in his cap, but he passed it off to the captain. That's nice respect. That's why I didn't want to question Brian's source, but I never could see how Couturier could be a bad locker room guy. I never bought into that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's that. I think it was just frustrations, if anything, at that year, because that year seemed like it was a frustrating experience for everybody that year.
That's right.
That's probably what it was.
That's right. That's right, man. That's right.
3-0. Chris, now that's unselfish hockey. Great for the team. Yep. And 00 saying Coots had it made, the extra pass in front of the net to G. Yeah. Dad, this game is bullshit.
This fucking bullshit.
I love it. Dan is a great hater to the very end. Yeah. So much so that he's even shitting on it as the game is ending. I love it.
This bullshit. He's like, like turning Russian on it.
Oh my god. So yeah, that's Drew's 5th goal of the season on the empty netter. And hey man, Coots had himself an all-around great game with that unselfish play for Drew to slam home this game. And then on top of it as well, he got the first goal of the game. Now come on, boys, preserve the shutout so that way Hart gets his first shutout of the year.
You're not supposed to say it.
I know I'm not supposed to say it,
no,
and I just
no, you weren't
that.
The first one. You were just reading it.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Oh. See, I realize that I'm. See, that's the problem. I don't realize I'm jinxing it until I'm halfway through, and then I'm like, "Fuck." Well, what am I gonna do? I might as well own up to it. No excuse.
Jake, it's not just you. This is his best start in quite some time. I mean, it's hard to argue with that. 5 goals on the young season, and it's apropos timing too, contract-wise.
Absolutely. And good job just chewing off the rest of this time here.
I mean, do I think G's a guy that doesn't play hard until it's contract time? No, that's just kind of coincidental. But it's like now it's like you really got to perform. But they've been using G differently this year too. Like I said to my earlier point too, like having him be more of that free floater instead of the guy stuck to the boards. Making the passes. Being more of the shooter. And I'm excited to see Cam and G pair up on the power play. I think that could be really good. That'll be really good for my putting together DFS lineups. I'll tell you that much.
Very important. Always comes back to the DF.
Yeah, well, of course. But I mean, if you were going to play that, you would play that tonight against a team. To your point, Maddie, that is the worst penalty killing unit in the league. Didn't really result too much, but it results in a Flyers win, baby.
That's right.
Sound the horn.
You said finish him earlier. I will officially anoint that with fatality. And the Flyers are 3-0. They win. They get Hart's first shutout of the year, who should not. He definitely had a good performance tonight. He made some really timely saves, especially late in the third period when some great opportunities. He is given the player of the game. And deservedly so. Loved his play tonight. And Flyers wasn't horrible, but it sure as shit wasn't pretty. But they got the job done, and they were able to get the first goal from Coots. Then eventually they got that oh-so-important goal from Superman. And then, get the empty netter to finish this one off.
You can always sleep better after a Flyers win.
Chris saying only one team here has Flyers fans. Period. And Anthony saying Giroux 5 goals are open net goals. Yeah, that's not true. But anyway, I love how Anthony. He's such a Giroux hater. He really does hate Giroux. They're saying the real NHL game starts in 30 minutes anyway. Go Canucks, go.
Dan's officially Dan the hater. That's what we refer to him now.
Yep. Dan the hater. And 00 saying, how much you guys want to let Sarah Jessica Bryan has, or is he getting Ghost Coyotes jersey or a JVR with the assist? I'm not sure.
I think he talked about that. Didn't he talk about getting a Coyotes jersey last show?
He might.
Referring to.
I think he did. Actually.
Because Brian, he would get the JVR with the assist, and then JVR will get traded. That's usually Brian's MO.
Yeah. The 00 saying 6-2-1 now. No, 5-2-1 now. But if they do beat Pittsburgh on Thursday, then it is officially 6-2-1. So hopefully you are giving us a good preview of things to come on Thursday.
Well, they're going to have to come out playing better than they did tonight, though, if they want to take that game. Penguins have been playing strong hockey.
They have been. They have been. And they were doing it without Crosby, Malkin, and I believe Carter was out for a period of time, too. So, they were doing well without their top players. I know they got them back now, but that Penguins team's been ferocious since the beginning of this season. And DB saying, coming to Philly in January to watch the Kings play the Flyers. Ooh, nice, DB. Nice. Hey, man, if you want to, we would be more than happy if you want to jump on the show if you're here that week. Dude, we'd love to have you. If you want to, hopefully the hotel Wi-Fi is nice to you. But, if you want to hop onto the show, brother, we'd love to have you.
Either that or fucking, let's meet down at the well. Let's do it.
Yeah.
On one night of the week it is.
I'm so down with that, actually. It's January. Let me see. What day is that? Let me check here. Let me see. January. Bring that month
Thank
up.
you very much, Double Zeros, man. That's high praise. Appreciate that. A lot of good shows here. I appreciate that compliment. Yeah. I wouldn't mind going more than once a week, but this is really Maddie and Brian's show. I just jump on.
So, Rob, you're gonna laugh your ass off when you hear this. Guess what day that is? It's New Year's Day. That's when the Kings are here.
Ooh, that could be interesting.
Oh, I'm sorry. Fuck me. I'm wrong. I'm a dumbass. No, we're in LA on New Year's Day. My bad. I'm sorry. I got everybody all excited for no fucking reason. Let me see here. Let me find
in LA for New Year's. That means they're in LA for New Year's Eve. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. They're gonna be so fucking hungover. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to worry about the coke parties like Richie and Carter had back in the day.
Oh my god. Hey, listen though, they were functioning addicts though, because goddamn, even high as a fucking kite or drunk off their asses, they were still putting up fucking stats. Like Jesus.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, so the 29th of January, which is a Saturday, that's when the Kings come to town.
Interesting. Saturday. Ooh, that could be doable.
I'm sorry, Rob. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying it could be doable. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but yeah, I would say absolutely. I would absolutely call off that day. We grab some tickets to that. Fuck yeah, I would be so down. DB, let us know if that would be cool, brother. We'd be more than happy to meet up with you at the well, bro. Let's see. I'm sorry, Rob. What were you going to say?
I'll be in the standing room only. $25 tickets, baby.
Hey, if you're going to do that, I'll be there with you, brother. I have no problem. I stand for work for hours at a time. I think I could stand for a Flyers game for an hour. I think I can handle that. Let's see here. Anthony's saying Giroux still didn't do nothing. We should trade him for Char. I love the hatred. It's so pure. It's so pure. It is great. Yeah. Oh, wow. Senzen versus Wild 4-4 in the second. Ooh, there's a nice high-scoring game for you.
I would not have predicted that.
No, I would not. Well, I predicted from Minnesota side to get 4. I'm not so sure about Ottawa.
Oh, you got young talent.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I'm actually underselling Ottawa there. I should be flogged for that.
No, I'm surprised too. I'm surprised with you. I'm just saying that's where it's likely coming from.
Yeah. Chris saying we should do a game group package. Hey, I'm down. I'm down, bro. Hey, man. Hey, hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Facebook, man. If we can coordinate this shit, we're totally down for that. We have no problem. You don't have to twist our arm to have a good time. You do not.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go the 16th for Talking Homegrown Hall of Fame night.
Oh, yeah. Great stuff there. And that'll be a fun night. That'll be a real fun night. Who are they playing again on the 16th?
It's a Tuesday. Oh, yeah, I'll have to come live from the well.
Oh, nice. Get some live updates from Rob from the Wells Fargo Center. Love it.
I talk a lot of shit. I never go to games. I'm too old.
I mean, we have yet to actually go to a game, you and I. We've hung out and other things, but we have never actually gone to a game. I've gone with Henry. I have not gone with you. That's actually a very bad thing. It's like, and don't get me wrong, Henry was fun and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
But I should absolutely. I don't know how you and me have not gone to a game, and we haven't gone to one with Brian. We have failed miserably right now.
Yes.
Brian's gone with Chrome. You know, I've gone with my friend Dana. I've gone with family. Like, it's just, God damn it.
It'll happen, Daddy. It'll happen.
I know. Has there been any talk of outside games this year? I've not heard anything about it. Did they talk about a Winter Classic? I don't think they did. Yeah. Benny's Nations, maybe that's what this team is missing. Coke. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Harder. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hart's not allowed to have any, though. He's too young.
Yeah,
but everyone else,
I was pretty sure we have Winter Classic scheduled in Minnesota. It is. It's in Minnesota. It'll be the Blues and the Wild.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you. And Fancy Stash saying, aren't we in SoCal over the holidays every year? Yes, you are correct, Fancy Stash. You were correct in that. And I was wrong. I should be paraded around like in Game of Thrones. Shame. Shame on
you. They're always on. I always call it the John McClane trip. Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. You know, like that's what always around Christmas and New Year's. That's true. Good point.
Very good point. 00 saying, Robbie, Brian is a pretend Ducks fan. It's your two show. No offense, Sarah Jessica Brian.
Poor Brian.
Brian's not even anywhere here. Oh my God. Brian's going to look at these comments. He's going to be like, God damn it. Why is everybody still picking on me?
Forever ball busting. He's such a good guy, though. That's why. You know, that's why it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like day comes hot, and it's like that. This show's about breaking stones. That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Happy
Absolutely.
hour.
Of course.
I should be drinking. I'm just not feeling my best today.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I don't really have alcohol in my house right now, and I don't keep it because I know my brother will drink all of it. So it won't last till Tuesday. Hey, Chris saying, nah, they're already traded, Richardson Carter. And then Anthony saying the Flyers need to sniff some coke before each game and have hookers show their boobs, just like the movie Slapshot.
It worked for them.
It did. 5-0 Braves. Oh, my mom just told me it's 5-0 Braves right now. So,
oh boy,
2-run home run for Atlanta. So, and it's top of the 5th with 1 out. So there you go. So,
love the update. That's awesome.
Thank you. And yeah, so not a good situation for anybody who is not a fan of the Atlanta Braves, which no one here on A2D Radio is. So Nancy said I would go with me and Pove to a game. Would be awesome. Hey, we'd love to go with you, Anthony. We'd love to hear you just talk shit on Drew the whole night while we're just laughing in the corner as he scores a goal. Fancy Stash. Feels like every December I get to see us versus the Kings and Quacks. Yeah, either that or it's Western Canada. But since we got West Canada out of the way early, because I do recall a couple of times around New Year's or Christmas time, and I remember this game, and I will always remember because we just got rid of him. We went to Edmonton to play Edmonton, and we faced Brizgalov, and we beat his ass in a shootout, of all fucking things. And I believe it was Michael Rothel who scored that shootout winning goal. I will remember that. That is burned to my brain forever, that we shat on Brizgalov after we got rid of him, which was so beautiful to watch. Yes, pettiness does go very far here in Philadelphia.
Truth be told.
But yeah, so let's read these last few comments here. 00's Tocchet wasn't even drafted by us. His tenure was compared to Wayne Simmons' tenure. Danny or Gagne should have been inducted. I know Simone was pissed when we didn't re-sign him, when he was promised to be kept, didn't realize he had 3 stints.
Yeah, he did have 3 stints. Yeah, but Talk is such a big part of this Flyers team. I mean, to me, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah, absolutely. He does follow up with, Rob's got money on the game. I know he's happy.
You bet your ass. I called it too. Soler with the shot. Then you have Dansby tack on 2-run homer. But yeah, I wish I would have took that prop bet. That would have been nice. But overall, I'm going to be plus money tonight. So I can't argue with
there
that.
you go. We're all about that. Rosca saying Dusty Baker lose another World Series championship like he lost in 02.
Yeah, that's a good comment.
And Benny saying Tocchet deserves to be in, no question. Yeah, absolutely. Tocchet was unbelievable in the 80s. And then he had his second stint with the Flyers in the early 2000s. Of course, that was towards the end of his career. But still, he was a big part of the team. There's no questioning that. All right, then. So with that, I think it's time we wrap this bad boy up. We thank everybody for joining us. But before we start going through all our sponsors, Robbie, real quick, I want to say, who was your star of the game?
To me, it's got to be the man that's getting interviewed right now, and that's Carter Hart. You know, 3rd shutout of his young career. He looked strong on the puck. I would have liked to see a little bit better rebound control, but he was square the shooter all night, taking on the FLYERS shots. He's my number 1.
All right, then. So got Carter Hart on that one. My number 1 for me is because for Priz, it's Superman Scotty Lawton, making sure that this game is put out of reach, so that way the Coyotes can't just score another goal and force overtime. No. Superman took care of business there, saving the Flyers like he usually does.
Absolutely. 3rd star could be Sean Couturier, goal and an assist, the first goal to break the schneid too, and that ultimate unselfish play there on the empty netter.
Absolutely, and I agree. Great play from him, great effort from him tonight. And the A, he's the guy who, I've said it before, and we've all said it, future captain of the team after Giroux is ready to step aside and it's time for him to say good night and good luck. It'll be Coots' team after that, and I am so here for it. All right, so let us run down our sponsors here, ladies and gentlemen. Body Check Wellness, as you see on the screen there, they are the show's sponsor, but we also have plenty of other sponsors going on. Oh, and also, for anyone who saw a little logo on the side of anybody's name during the show and comments, that is because they are an A2D member. It is only $9.99 a month, and the perks include appearances on shows, members-only streams, shout-outs, and weekly sports picks from the Money Pop Podcast and Willie Vegas. Hey, they know what they're talking about, so you will earn yourself some nice cash. You will be paid to be a member, really, when you start listening to that.
Want me some money. Want me some money tonight, want me some money on Sunday, keep it coming. More money.
And when you need to take your bets and you want to place them, don't go to a bookie. Do not go to a bookie. It's legal nowadays. Don't be an idiot. Go to FanUp. Go to the FanUp, and it is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, and more. You can win great prizes. Sign up today. Use the A2D promo code for 5,000 bonus points and a $50 value. All you got to do is go to FanUp.app. So go there, check it out. Throw some of that cash down on some of those picks that were being tossed out by Willie in the money pot, and sure enough, you earn yourself some cash. And after you earn yourself some of that cash, then you can spend it. And you can go to LaTerrain.com if you need a watch, if you need something for casual wear, or if you don't want to pull your phone out every 5 minutes to check the time, and you want to, just look down real quick on the wrist. Or if you want to have some athletic wear, have an athletic watch in case you're working out at yoga, or whether you're going on a 5 a.m. jog or what have you, good place. You can just get an athletic watch. Or if you want to look fancy, you want to dress up in a nice suit, you want to have a nice watch, look a little flashy. Ladies, you want to put on a nice dress that makes your figure look awesome. And at the same time, you want to have a nice watch on top of that. They got everything for every situation and everybody. LaTerrain.com. A2D code gets you 10% off of your order. And moving on, we go to specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Dr. Paul Vidal, they have concussion services that they just added in. They are the best physical therapy that you can get in South Jersey. That is actually factual. They were voted number one. And great stuff there. They did a great job on the shoulder for Brian, and they're over in Cherry Hill in Burlington, New Jersey. Hey, Specialized Physical Therapy, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Make an appointment. Take care of those aches and pains, man. Don't wait until it flares up even worse. Just get it taken care of now. Go. Do yourself a favor. And in case you want to support what we do here at A2DRadio.com, if you like the Hockey Happy Hour, and if you do, thank you. We love you very much for it. And if you also love all the other shows here at A2DRadio.com and you want to support us and them, you can go to PhillyDrinkers.com, go to A2D, and trust me, you will find some great stuff. We've had the QB Factory back in the day. We had the Bad Things Happen in Philadelphia with Gritty's face at the bottom. We've had some creative shirts, show shirts too. Hockey Happy Hour's got one. Everyone's got one. Trust me, always got some fresh designs as well. They do a great job over there at Philly Drinkers. And trust me, you're going to want to get some of that merch. And it's not just shirts. They got mugs, they got shorts, they've got everything that you need. So check them out, PhillyDrinkers.com.
Get your hoodies. It's getting cold.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely cold. It was cold yesterday, let me tell you. It felt like winter. It has arrived. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Gleason's Bar, which is located in 6700 Mill Creek Avenue in Levittown, PA. You can use the promo code for 10% off of your order whenever you dine in, take out, or online at Gleason'sBarandSteaks.com. Listen, man, sometimes you need to get some of that food in you because, you know, we all get hungry. It's very much a necessity in life. And if you're in the Levittown, PA area, hey, can't hurt to go to Gleason's Bar and Steaks or Gleason's Bar and check them out. Give them a taste, and you'll probably realize, oh, all right, this is a place I got to go to either every time I'm in Levittown or if I'm a local, got to go. And let's see here.
That's right, sign guy. That's how it is done. That's right.
Yeah.
Fucking go.
And for anyone out there who, gentlemen, very, very important public service announcement I have to make right now. Confidence is very important. The ladies love confidence. That's what they desire. That's what they crave. Doesn't matter whether you got muscles or you don't. Doesn't matter whether you got that nice chiseled look. Doesn't matter whether or not you got the 5 o'clock shadow. Doesn't matter of any of that shit. What matters is confidence and how you carry yourself. And the one thing that will definitely kill your confidence, as Brian would say, is junk funk. And that's not something you want to keep around. You don't want that rolling around down there. Go to Manscaped, get 20% off, free shipping with the A2D code at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence, gentlemen. They got the right tools for the job. Also, they're giving away a couple of gifts, and they're giving away boxers. They're also giving away trimmings bag because when you do take care of business down there, you know, just like when you shave up here, it's going to have shit all over the floor and wherever the hell you're doing it. Pick that shit up. Don't be classless. Get that taken care of. Get the trimmings bag so you can dump it into the garbage when you're all said and done. But that's Manscaped.
Pick that shit up.
Pick
it up.
Yeah. And serious note, this is legitimately serious. Anybody who's struggling with addiction issues or mental health issues, the Counseling Center Sunrise Detox, give them a call at 856-651-8117. Listen, man, if you know a person that you care about, a loved one, whether it's a friend of the family or it's your friend that you've known for years that you consider blood, or it's a family member, doesn't matter. If they're a loved one and they're struggling with something, make the call. Don't hesitate because you want to help them, right? And the same thing for you. If you're struggling with it, do not wait. Go make the call. Do not walk. Run to the phone if you have to because, listen, addiction and mental issues, they are very, very real. They are very, very serious. And people who go through them, you see sad, sad, tragic cases all the time of their life going out of control, tail spinning. Sometimes that ends up in homelessness. Sometimes even worse, that ends up in suicide. And you don't want to see those kind of horrible things happen to someone that you care about or to you. So make that call and get that taken care of as soon as possible.
We saw it this weekend with Calvin Ridley stepping off the, from the taking a step away from the game of football, and he's gotten some. People were vicious and savage on Twitter about it, and you know what? To me, the strongest thing you can do, man, woman, whatever, right, is ask for help when you need it. That's the strongest thing you can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And remember, there are people out there that care about you. There are. You're not alone. You're never alone.
That's right.
To steer this back to a more positive light, All Campus OC, they're giving 20% off everything in the store, including hats, shirts, and their team cornhole sets. John Coyle down there, he does the ramp booth on Fridays. If you're ever in OC, check them out, man, because they are a fun store to go to. You can wear your team colors with pride. And listen, John's a great guy. Check him out. Check him out. Trust me, you will not regret that decision. Who knows? Maybe John will bust your balls during the ramp booth. Who knows? Maybe you'll have some fun doing that. And eXp Realty LLC, if you're looking to move or you're trying to sell your home by either buying or selling, and if you're looking for a change in career or brokerage, contact Alan Foy at eXp Realty LLC at 302-682-8820 or visit them at alan.foy at exprealty.com. Moving is a very important step in life. Do it right. Go to eXp Realty LLC and it'll be done right. Okay, then, and to finish up this round of reads, Body Check Wellness, as always, created by former Philadelphia Flyers and Phantoms enforcer Riley Cote, the man, the myth, the legend. He created Body Check Wellness because it helps promote focus and clarity and balance in life. It helps you recover as well. It's another thing it helps you do, and it's with hemp products, but also THC-free products with ointments, gummies, and all that great stuff available to you. Rob, you've used them, and they have been great for you.
Top notch, good quality of life. Don't deny yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that will take care of this edition of the Hockey Happy Hour. We'd like to thank everybody who tuned in, everybody who was new that we had not seen before. There were a few of them, a couple that I did not get a chance to read a couple comments off. One was Mean Girls Hockey, who was rooting for the Flyers. Thank you for your chime in. We appreciate that. And there were a few others as well that I had not seen earlier in the evening before. So thank you guys. We hope to see you guys next week. And next week, let me just check my schedule here, because I do have the Flyers schedule saved. Next Tuesday, we will... no Flyers game on that night. So we will just be giving you guys a talk of what had happened with the Flyers games that had passed by for this past week. So we'll be able to give you a roundup of what happened in Pittsburgh and what happened in Washington. And I think that by that I probably will be doing some live reactions to the Flames and the Sharks. But other than that, though, unfortunately, no Flyers game next week. But don't worry, there'll be another one of these down the line. And we should have Brian on for one of them as obviously as the season goes along. But anyway,
maybe we'll even have Nick back on the show. I was talking to him recently. He wants to come back on the Hockey Happy Hour, so that'd be a good time on a Flyers Day. We can talk about more around the league stuff.
Absolutely. Hey, I'm totally down with that. Nick was awesome. So yeah, definitely. We'll definitely talk about getting those arrangements taken care of. And hey, we'll see you guys next week right here on a2dradio.com. But until then, guys, you stay safe and you stay healthy out there. It's happy belated Halloween. And then on top of that, and get ready for Thanksgiving and be prepared to eat. So lose some weight and then gain it all back on Thanksgiving. That's the best advice I can give you. Make enough room for the turkey. We'll see you guys next week right here on a2dradio.com. Peace and love, everyone.